powers. Yes.
Yeah,
He
no,
was a mod at the time.
At the time, everyone
So,
with that
yes,
role was a mod at the time.
I get to hold you to that standard for that situation because that's what you were in that situation.
Yes.
I don't have to hold you to the standard now that you're not in that position of authority.
The thing is,
But
you
yeah,
have
so
to sit here
anyway,
and attempt to
treating them
rewrite
all
history.
as
he tried
mods.
being it doesn't matter how you were treating them. They had mod powers.
I know.
You had
Again,
deputized
I
them.
admitted
Whether
this was
or
my
not,
mistake.
whether
I
or
had
not,
deputized them, yes.
you deputized them.
Again, I'll say it again. That was my
And you know what,
mistake,
Side? You
because
are
I was
finding
more
out
messing with the
exactly
last
what
server
happens when
to
you
happen.
allow people to pay for deputy powers, just like in the 1800s.
He's
Wait,
done this
hang on.
before, too.
Wait a moment.
He pissed off Liddy.
I
'cause he
can
got mad at him.
pay sign on the public server for mod powers?
You could have. He changed it now.
Oh.
On the
Okay, how much?
private
No, hang
server.
on. How much? I get the feeling I want to join that
On the
server now and do some
private
cleanup.
server.
How much?
Oh, well, see, I responded.
Hours.
I responded back to him, and I said, well, here, you're now at an impasse. You have the options of either fixing this shit and removing the mod powers, or I'm going to start paying you, and we're going to see who breaks first.
I was in the process of fixing it as he was typing that. I'm like, yeah, I'm already fixing it. Just beforehand.
Me pictured with a bomb in my hand.
Wait. I'm sorry. Hang on. Aura, what do you mean?
He did.
X time. I don't care if I don't care if it's the
so-
third or the fourth. This should not have happened before now.
Okay, so the first time I recall was when Crow, his very challenged roommate,
Yes, yeah.
was getting
Oh,
pissy
no.
at him, and he kind of just timed him out to get him to calm the fuck down. But he blew the fuck up, left the server, quit signs, subscriptions, and just crashed out. And he's apparently a major bitch fit in real life or whatever.
To
that was
be
the first
fair,
time.
he
Yes.
is. To be fair, I will give Sign this one. Crow is incredibly mentally unstable, and
Yes.
literally
Crow's
just
a
him
decent
telling
guy,
him
don't
to
get me
calm
wrong.
down would have made him pop off as well. So
Yeah,
But
but it was
Crow
still a
does
point.
have
I just
problems.
figured I remembered him.
they
like,
both have problems.
the second time was when
Otacon
he
has some
proceeded to
problems,
pay
too.
Sign just to get the role and change the nickname of one guy because Liddy on his server is
Oh
kind
yeah, I
of a
remember that.
dipshit
Yeah.
who when asked to like
Oh.
put fix XV or whatever to make sure that the YouTube or Twitch videos embed gets pissy at us because we dare ask him to do that.
Yeah.
Because he
He
would
can't put in a
post.
few letters.
So Twitch, Twitter videos don't embed properly usually on Discord. So we were asking him to
Yeah.
use one of the various video
the
mini
embedders.
Services.
Fix
Yes.
MD,
Yeah.
fix up,
You know, just
whatever.
literally just any of them before he posts it and then starts trying.
Thank you
'cause
for not
it-
saying the more inflammatory ones, by the way.
Yes, well, you
I
know.
know.
yeah.
I wasn't gonna dare.
But anyway, so the point is that he was doing this and it wasn't just he was doing it. He was doing it and then trying to start a conversation around it. And it's like, just post the video so we can watch it and respond to you, because like right now some of us can't do that. So
Yeah, like,
just
mobile doesn't embed it. Like
be
maybe
kind,
on
rewind.
browser.
Yeah.
Yeah,
be kind, we did,
Sometimes
like-
it'll embed, sometimes it won't.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
people on the server have
Yeah,
at least
it's-
enough
He also
fuck you.
constantly reposted shit within hours of it being posted to the server, and it's just like, dude, come on.
And
It-
he
it
was
hasn't
the
even been a
guy
day.
who was constantly nagging me over shit.
Yeah.
I realize I'm behind on some stuff. I fully realize, but you nagging me makes me want to do it less, not more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and basically every single time Sign would bring up working on something, he would go off on a tangent about how Sign has 29,000 infant children that he's abusing and whatever. It's just like, okay. Sneaky, why do I see ads every 2 seconds on Twitch? It's because I am alone, the only uncontroversial Twitch streamer, and all of the ads have come to me.
Just go on YouTube.
You know, I'm so glad we're getting 4 pennies every stream from this.
Yeah.
That was the second time Otaku kind of used his mod powers, where he just blatantly did it to change Liddy's nickname, and Sai had to step on, or basically had to slap him down. And then this third time is with Sneaky. I don't know if he's done any more, but those are the only ones while I've been on the server.
Okay.
He's not.
Well, it sounds like there was a problem well before now, and all you're doing is biting yourself in the ass and making yourself look like a much worse person through this conversation, Sign. Congratulations.
Apparently.
My little stock of respect went a little further down for you with tonight.
Yes, and then
oh no, side stocks are down. Sell.
I've since fixed the problem and tried to get everyone to make peace here again.
You get
that's
what
idiots do it.
So
stop shooting at each other. You're on the same side.
You gave him mod powers again, literally.
No, I
you
didn't.
Straight up pinged him and Sneaky, said you both had mod powers. Don't kick each other.
No, I said I am going to. That was a threat.
Oh, I thought you were saying you were giving him powers.
No. I was threatening to do both.
I'm just gonna let you know, Sign, the easiest way to achieve peace between Sneaky and someone that is probably now on his shit list is let them block each other and don't bring the other up around.
That's what I said!
As someone who's known Sneaky for about a decade and a half at this point, just don't let them interact. That's it.
Look, I get it. They rub each other the wrong way. Okay. That's fine. I get it.
I'm gonna be honest, this person's rubbing me the wrong way, and I only know them through you guys, through screenshots.
Okay, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, and God forbid, God forgive me.
I think you read the screenshots, Sneaky.
Yeah, I think you read the screenshots.
I did. But let's just go read some fucking fan fiction.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Speaking of fan fiction, Atin, have you read those 2 chapters I sent you?
I read the first one. I was going to read the second one, but some shit happened at work that I'm not talking about.
Fair.
Oh boy, is it about the ring or something else?
No.
I wish it was about
for
the ring.
snickety individuals in my parts department. Like I said, I'm not talking about it. I don't even want to think about it.
That's
good. It's just a normal week for you then. I love that.
Yes.
I mean, not really. I hate that for you, but it's a normal week, so at least you know what to expect.
Well, speaking of normal weeks at my workplace, yeah, we had like 5 people call out, and so I've been doing like 90% of the work this week.
Oh.
So that's been fun. Yeah, I don't think I've ended a single day with less than 10 unfinished tasks in my queue.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah. Thankfully, everyone has been really understanding on the customer end, so that's been really nice for me.
In the meantime, I'm just gonna start listening to Freebird. That will surely improve my mood.
Yes.
Well, you'll feel nice and relaxed up, and then you'll hit the 4-minute mark, and then suddenly you'll want to get in a fist fight with someone. You don't know
Indeed.
who,
Yes.
just someone.
I don't know why.
That
there's
feeling
plenty
is
of
gonna
people.
last you. That feeling's gonna last you approximately 6 to 8 minutes once you hit that.
I'm not sure why, but I feel the urge for incredible violence.
Exactly.
Sign, you just scared the fuck out of me. I'm never going around that server now. Thank you for the warning.
What did you just say?
Holy shit.
The sad thing is...
Sneaky, am I wrong?
What?
The claim Sign has just made about the individual we've been discussing now has me wanting to never touch that server. Ever.
No,
you know
that
what?
is patently false. On a list of
one
people... No. What of? That's like saying, like, oh, well, you know, Hitler is, like, one of the most sane, reasonable people on a list of people who are sane and reasonable.
Why did you jump to that one?
That's
God damn.
I don't interact with him enough to say, but that's...
I think that's how much, I know, honestly, that's how much this person has gotten on Sneaky's. Like, here's the thing, Sneaky definitely exaggerates, he gets hyperbolic at times, but he's usually a straight shooter with me, so if he jumps straight to that hyperbole, he really doesn't like this person.
No, he's a fucking unstable shitbag. He's just... Literally half the conversations I've had with him have devolved into him talking about his ass getting pounded by Sign, so I think that should explain... Yeah.
What? Stein,
No.
There is that
Please,
was
please
There's
tell me.
desperate, and then there's come on.
You have
He
standards
does it
higher than
for-
that, Stein. Please.
1-800,
He
come
does
the
it for
fuck on.
attention. He
Okay.
does
Okay,
it
I
for
was like,
attention and to
Stein,
be
at
annoying.
least tell me that if you're going that far down, it's a twink.
okay.
Yes,
Seriously,
it's
okay, I'm gonna attempt to steer this back on top for just a moment. Are we gonna count all of this as a sign L for tonight, or are
Oh,
we
this is
gonna
a
just...
massive
Yeah,
sign
you
out.
can count
it as
Colossal
a sign
sign
L.
L.
Damn it, I don't have sign L for like the
L.
fourth
It's
week
a
in a
sign
row.
Omega L.
I
Yeah.
will take the L.
Oh wait, there it is.
That's
Yes.
that's not going on stream. Please do
Damn,
No.
I don't even have it.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
so you can
somehow
tell
don't have
how sane and stable they are. He's not even on the list. So
Well-
if you had a list of the top 20 people who talk on Sign's server who are sane and stable, he makes lit number 20, as in the least sane, stable person who actively talks on Sign's server.
I want to say he tries to be neutral when at least a few times I've seen him talk, but I don't talk to him that often myself, so I can't give a grasp. But
I'm not saying
feel
that
like he
he's like
tries.
I'm not saying that he's like not unneutral or whatever. I mean, he mostly has reasonable opinions. It just even a fucking schizophrenic can be correct about things.
Yeah.
Doesn't make them
anyway.
less a schizophrenic though.
Anyway,
what
uh,
manga is that panel from?
Is that
That's
not
Berserk.
That's Berserk.
yeah, that's
That's-
Berserk.
That's
Uh,
most.
it-
I like that you guys are saying that like I would have ever touched Berserk, despite all the horror
I've
stories
never
I hear
had
about
touch
it.
Berserk and I knew
Right.
what it was from.
See, I only know about these panels because there's a whole slew of panels of this character who's like, I'm gonna punch the bones out of your soul and shit like
Yeah.
that.
He
That-
is
That
interesting.
particular character says a lot of
There's-
wild shit. Meanwhile,
there's
I'm just
the
over here
infamous
with a very
horse.
relatable Kermit the Frog.
Indeed, yes.
Hey, you know what, Max? Now that we get guns in Fire Emblem, this Kermit could appear in Fire Emblem.
Yes, I can't wait to pay $90
I-
for a Fire Emblem game.
I can't wait.
Ugh.
Oh, I mean, they're already that once you include the DLC, anyways, these days.
Oh,
but,
$110 then.
I'm
Ugh.
gonna be honest. I'm looking forward
I don't even have
the
Sign L.
first
Are you serious?
Fire Emblem run that is just all
The irony.
guns. It's
I-
just
Oh,
all
yeah. Listen, now that they're giving me like guns in Fire Emblem, oh boy, it's time for XCOM.
Let's
Oh,
see
by the way,
here.
somehow
I'll do
tonight
well
I
in this,
finally got Sign L on my
If
page.
you
now I
wanna
know why it's
follow
been held
along,
off for so
Aeon.
long.
And
I
see
have
what
a
we're
perfect
talking
reaction
about.
to
Now
what
I
you
know
just
why
said,
it's held off
Adam.
for so long. Fate
Oh,
wanted me to have the
shit!
best
You
Sign
didn't
L I
see it
could
in the
get.
trailer. Hang on.
the
And
first time
gets
in 2 months.
XCOM'd.
Oh my god. No,
You
he
wanna know why I
had
have that saved, by the way?
You've got the screenshots right in our chat somewhere at and like.
I know.
scroll up a
Sneaky, you
little.
want to know why I have that image saved?
I'm sure.
Oh, good lord, that is an actual
So,
gun.
Yeah, no, it's not
damn,
like,
that's
oh,
just
it might be a gun. No, it's just a gun.
That's just straight up a gun.
I'm more convinced this is set during the heyday of Sothis' reign.
I don't know,
There
because
there,
so
are,
many-
there are two possibilities.
Anyway, I don't care
Either
about
it's-
Fire Emblem, so we're gonna read worm stories.
Wait, Sneaky, is there a
Unfortunate.
Fire Emblem worm crossover?
why would
you know what?
don't
There
want that?
probably
Yes, there
is.
are.
Also,
You
I'm
don't
not
want
going to
that.
cover this guy's stories because his
I'm
stories
sure
are
it's
actually just
terrible.
genuinely good. Like, there's nothing like I'm not going to call him like a 10 out of 10 writer. Obviously, I don't
Oh, yeah,
think
he's a
he's
decent
even
author.
really. He's not even like an 8 out of 10 writer. He's like a solid 7 out of 10 writer. All of his stories are relatively solid to read. They got good pacing to them overall. They deal enough with canon where you feel like it's progressing the story, and enough with original crap where you feel like he's
Oh!
actually adding something new to the story.
I've read some of this guy's stuff, specifically the When Is a Spoon a Sword, and I wish he'd get
Yeah.
back to fucking updating
Oh,
it.
that one.
Well, so what he does is he takes rotations in where he'll update like 5 chapters to one story and then move on to the next story, and then update 5 chapters to
Oh.
that. It's so he doesn't get
Okay.
burned out on one of his
That's-
13 stories by
that's
trying
fair.
to bounce around them all.
That is so much smarter than the crap we usually see out of people that have a ton of ideas, which is either
Yeah.
I'm just going to write everything that comes to my mind, or I'm going to sit here and force myself to do 5 updates a week.
Yeah, yeah. Can you imagine
and
being
let it
sort of
affect
person
my writing
who
quality.
puts yourself on some sort of weekly schedule of a story you don't even like?
Damn, that's crazy.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that would suck. wouldn't it?
I can't, because if I stop liking a story, anytime I was like, I can't think anything else for the story, I just like, okay, I guess I'm dropping it.
Yeah, yeah.
Gray,
Think
you can't say
Fallout-
it's a yearly schedule anymore.
Yearly, you guys aren't on a yearly schedule at this point. What
It's
was the last
tri-yearly.
update period?
Whoa,
Like 2
hold on,
years?
yo, hold on. I want to be clear here. We never had a schedule. We explicitly said from the very start of the first chapter, we do not have a schedule. We're posting the chapters as they come. If they come, that's great. If they don't, that's what you get.
Truly the most professional writers ever.
Yes.
Hey, G.R.R. Martin does it. We can do it.
The G.R.R. Martin
We
has
are-
luxury of
Okay,
a few other
none
aspects.
of the people in here are approaching that level currently.
You're right. I'm better.
Well, you don't kill all your
Sneaky.
characters.
As someone who has written with you and seen some of your modern writing, it's the other person doing half that heavy lifting, and you know it.
I know,
Ah.
but Gray doesn't have the ego to sit there and proclaim loudly things, so I have to do it for him.
Anyway,
Mm.
I mean, I'm
on
not
with the
wrong.
bullshit.
Egotistical one.
It's
Speaking
very
being
interesting.
egotistical. Perish the thought.
Watching... Sneaky with an ego? No, not in the 14 years I've known him.
See, I never lie at all, and I will never
Sneaky,
say that
your
I don't
ego
have
could
an
probably
ego.
eclipse the sun and then eclipse fucking Thor.
Excuse
from
you. If you let me finish my statement, you would have heard me say I would never deny having an ego. But, I mean, hey, I guess I'm just that humble that you thought otherwise.
No, I knew you were
Well,
gonna say some
don't
shit. I just
fucking
wasn't
lie.
sure what, so I decided to
It's
hedge
a
my bet.
it's a really sobering thought some days. And I'm like, if I ever have a kid, I'll probably still be close enough friends to Sneaky that it'll be Uncle Sneaky, and I cannot let him near that kid but twice a year, maybe. I cannot have a
Twice?
child learning how to have an ego even half the size of Sneaky's.
Oh God.
Oh,
Twice a year. That seems like a
listen.
bit much.
Listen, I would allow them to see like Uncle Sneaky once every 5 years, where
Oh, come
we'll
on.
violate all kinds of
is-
ATF rules. But
Kids, you want to see a bomb? And this is how you wire it to the engine start.
meanwhile, Atin comes outside, like, all right, the 2-year-old should be fine. Why is my
Why is
2-year-old
it-
holding pliers?
Why
why
is
is my
Freebird
2-year-old
playing?
manning a crew-served weapon?
Well, that's simple because crusade weapons are the safest for children to use.
Of course, I'm aware of that. But where did you get the carapace armor?
It also teaches, well, I can't reveal my sources.
Teaches responsibility.
Chapter should be
Anyway,
out for
so,
months or so. That's
you
that's
know
a
what
lot
we're starting
better-
off with? With
a lot better
CYOA
than the
stuff.
Infinity ETA we've had on Scorch Earth Shattered Steel, Gray.
Yes, well. I'm working on. I'm making progress. I'm on page 9 already of 20,
Of
30, 40.
for what story?
Undying Scarab.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the
Yeah.
one I mentioned. No.
Yeah, no, not that one.
Trying to throw me off there, huh?
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah. To be fair, though, I also did get kind of in a knot. I guess I don't know the best way to say it. I'm gonna say knot, and I'm just gonna keep saying the word knot, no matter how much you guys giggle. So I kind of got into a knot over all that because it was like the same time Gray started writing again was the same time that Aeon was sending me chapters, and I was like, oh, well, on one hand, I kind of owe it to Gray to edit the chapters, and then I kind of owe it to Aeon to, read his stuff because I told him I would, and then I ended up doing neither. And, you know, like one of those classical try for both, do neither things. And then I eventually read Aeon stuff and was able to provide feedback for him. And then I just never got around to Gray's stuff because I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Libromancer, Celestial Grimoire, and Celestial Forge are all on the front page again. Well, I mean, it's not like the Worm page actually updates all that often these days.
Yeah.
Thank God. Also, we're doing Worm. We were doing Worm on the 21st of August. I know this because the fic at the bottom of the page was open, and I don't read fanfic on outside of this stream. It's fine. I don't push Sneaky. Yeah, he doesn't. He should, but he doesn't.
See, as someone who's written with Sneaky, that's not a good way to approach writing with Sneaky. You need to push a little.
Writing from Sneaky.
You need to push a little.
Yes, well, you know, is what it is. Anyway, I'm working on it.
I don't know.
A fictional trickery, a worm story. So this is the summary. Say you got incarnated. Great, right? You get to live a second life, fix the mistakes you made last time around, abuse the knowledge to live a better life. Well, also, why would you say abuse the knowledge to live a better life? Like, trying to learn from mistakes of your past, abuse knowledge? Or, like, invest in Google, abuse knowledge?
I mean, is that
Only
really
invest in
abusing
Google.
knowledge if you're just bettering life for you and your family?
Well, I mean, it's definitely abusing knowledge if you're buying Google stocks when they were $1. I would say it's not abusing knowledge if you're like, damn, it was really stupid of me to stick my dick in a girl at the age of 13. I'm not going to do that this time. I don't really think that's abusing knowledge.
I was going to say, if you're abusing the knowledge to hook up with girls.
Okay, yeah, grooming young children probably would be considered abuse, yes. I would agree. Yes, I'll agree to that one, yeah.
I really want to know why you went there, but yes,
none
I
of
would
us
agree
were
with
saying that one, but I mean, yeah, that works.
I agree with the sentiment, but I'm curious as to why you went there.
My first logical jump is to abuse children. Well, okay, Sign. Thank you for informing us.
Every one of these reincarnation/time travel stories where that happens, that seems to be the theme. That is the thing that happened.
Yes, but no, right? So, it's really hard to say because it does happen. I'm absolutely not disagreeing on that part. I'm more saying it's a mixed bag on the part where the characters they're targeting are explicitly named characters from the story, so it's more of an infatuation with the character from the story and wanting to, air quotes, get them when you can, than it is a attraction to the fact that they're a child. And, I mean, to a lot of people, of course, they're more thinking about the future character than the fact that they're a child now.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously.
But yeah,
and if the fact that they're a child does come up, it's usually, oh, good, I can manipulate them into liking me so I don't have to try. Which, yes,
I can manipulate them easier.
Isn't great. But again, it's not so much I am grooming a random child to serve as my future bride as it's I am coming as an outsider to a world I parasocially know the characters in, and I want to be liked by a character I parasocially enjoy.
It's kind of weird too, because it doesn't really sound like reincarnation if it's like you're just in the same body and you just have the previous knowledge. It almost sounds like
it's a really mixed bag. Usually, it's really a mixed bag. Sometimes they get born into the world as an in-universe body. Sometimes they just wake up and they're like 20 years old again. It's kind of been really diluted in what its actual meaning is anymore because of so many people actually not knowing what reincarnation means. But
can I ask kind of a technical question? Is this just one reincarnation, or is this like thousands of lives? Because I feel like after like the 10th life, the character just stopped giving a shit and become like a weird sheep herder, like monk.
Well, it's always obviously the second life. Because you got to keep in mind again the typical people that are writing stories like these. Well, they would be hungry if they didn't eat breakfast this morning. But they did eat breakfast this morning, so they don't have to worry about that.
But I did eat breakfast.
Yeah.
He brings it up every single time. We should honestly just be
I mean, I was answering questions that were being asked of me, Nose, so kindly shove it into your ass.
Honestly, at this point in time, if I were, for whatever reason, reincarnated and I had magic powers, I'd be like, huh, well, now it's time to do all of the things I definitely didn't do in my first life because...
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta make money.
Not out of some kind of misplaced sense of regret, but out of, shit.
Magic.
This one's free.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's also, it really depends as well, because, like, if you get the caveat sent your way of, like, hey, I'm a random omnipotent being. I'm reincarnating you because I think it's funny. Well, that doesn't really indicate you're going to get a third chance, right? So, you know, it'd be kind of like, you know, gotta shore up those walls there, and maybe, you know, if magic exists, same for immortality, because you might not get a third chance. But on the flip side, if it's just, oh, you're part of the reincarnation system, and this is just how life works, and you die and get reincarnated, I'd be like, all right, well, let's go fucking crazy then, because if I'm just gonna keep doing this thing over and over again, I, you know, might as well enjoy it.
Finally,
you as Freebird solo.
Freebird
I get to be the I get to be the skateboard lich I've always wanted to be.
You can't stop me, for I ride my phylactery, and it is sick.
Now, I will say, one of the more interesting original stories I read, and unfortunately this is a crazy dead story as well, but one of the more interesting stories I read was a story of a lich who ascended to lichdom back when the 3.5 D&D rules were in place. Okay. And he then went to sleep and pretended he was dead using a bunch of spells because, you know, obviously level 20 wizard, so why couldn't he do that?
Gentle repose, carry on.
Yeah, so he pretended he was dead so people wouldn't hunt him down and kill him. And he was like, oh, I'll just sleep for like 200 years or something. Everyone will forget about the fact that I ascended to lichdom. And then I'll just...
Necron.
Yeah.
Very good.
And so instead of 200 years, he wakes up 20,000 years later.
I see, he really is a Necron.
That's some decimal placement.
And the game system has changed. That governs the world. It is no longer
5E or something?
No, it's wushu now. It's cultivation.
Oh
no!
Oh, I read that. Yeah.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
I remember this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I remember it because I was like, oh yeah, that's great.
Please tell me there's some like random weird schizo scholar that's whole thing they research is there's been at least 4 systems before this one, and I'm trying to figure out how they evolved.
So yes, there was actually a plot thread of that. There wasn't explicitly a character yet, but honestly, actually, the setup was that the main character was going to be researching that because he did realize that the systems had mutated multiple times, and the current round of gods were even gods in the first place because they were huffing fumes off his phylactery.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I remember now because Raven's Dagger wrote that. Dead Tired or whatever.
Wait, was that Raven as well?
I'm pretty sure it was. By the way, I keep finding stories and I barely pay attention to authors, and I'll start reading it and I'll be like, son of a bitch, it's Raven's. Like, the quality of Raven's Dagger's writing swings so wildly between I'm enjoying this and what is this horny dog shit?
Yeah. Well, you know, wait. What do you mean he started updating? Oh, that's what happened. He moved he moved them to Kindle Unlimited. Yeah. So that's why it only finished book 1 and then we never got any more. It's because he did write more. He just sold them to Amazon.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see.
You know, fair enough. People consistently get their bag off of that.
Oh no, he said he's been making like $42,000 a month or something. So
like, which to be clear, credit, power to the guy. Like, because here's the thing, his stuff that's good, it really is quite good. Like, now look, like Stray Cat Strut or whatever, that's not really my cup of tea. And what was it?
He
the
was
Red
so
Line or whatever.
in that.
The racing one.
Yeah.
Not really. I didn't really care for that. But like, you know what? Dead Tired. That was pretty funny. The Fluff or whatever. The one who's the
Cinnamon
girl
Bun.
who's. No,
Oh,
not
Fluff.
Cinnamon
Yeah,
Bun.
I see it. Yeah, I see Fluff here. Yeah, a wholesome lit RPG of a bear with a mask on it.
No, what it is that there's this people sometimes randomly get superpowers from a system, and her power is to create little sisters. Not like BioShock, which I'll be honest was initially what I thought, and I was like,
that would have been so good.
That would have been actually pretty good. Yeah.
I was like, especially because they say that her power, like her alignment, is villain. And I was like, oh, okay, so she's summoning little sisters, and everybody just assumes she's a villain because she has a horde of, like, 4-foot children with gray skin and glowing yellow eyes that stab people for their blood.
Yeah, so, no, so that was also a Worm story originally. He has rewritten it as a original work. It's called Fluff.
Yeah. But, like I said, it was... Like, it's actually quite good. I get what I want out of it, for the most part, which is something nice, relaxed, and wholesome, with some shenanigans.
And quite literally, it is literally his Worm story rewritten into an original universe, just to be clear.
Yeah. It's fine.
It is literally the Worm story. So...
Yeah, but, like, again, it's fine. Dead Tired, fine. Stray Cat Strut, not my cup of tea, but also fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey, he doesn't use AI all that much. He uses AI as an assistant occasionally, he was saying, but it's more of a, I don't know how to start this scene, so I'm going to let the AI try, and then I'm going to work off that.
Yeah.
So it's not even like he's fucking shitting these out in a disingenuous way of just slopping it out, but... I mean, a power to him, man. He's got a lot of followers. All of his stories are basically viewed as some of the top stories of this website. So,
yeah, I mean, again, like, there's a reason for that. It's because his shit is actually, like, fine. Like, it's either good to fine.
Yeah. What the fuck is... He's even written a Soulsborne fic that's just really, really Soulsborne aligned and isn't actually Soulsborne.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to mention this because Sign is now that Sign is here.
Oh shit.
No,
Yes.
it's fine. I found a Yojo Senki crossover. It puts Tanya in The Witcher.
Oh shit. I hope it's not the one I'm thinking of.
The Devil of Sintra?
No, it's not them.
Oh.
Okay.
Sneaky, you're getting
Send a link and
skincare and hair care product ads now. Good job.
I just threw it in Fanfiction or
I'll
writing.
eyeball it.
I think that, listen, they do a decent job of getting Tanya to be Tanya.
The last Tanya Witcher story I read, they tried to convolute a reason as to why Tanya could become a Witcher because of their male soul or some shit.
Oh, no, God, no.
Yeah.
Wouldn't she just do the same fucking thing that Siri did?
No,
What
because
do you
Siri's
mean?
a source.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because the thing about Siri is that she has what's called the Elder Blood. So basically, everyone else
She gets to cheat.
Basically everyone else in the Witcher universe is playing by slightly less awful Warhammer 40k Psyker rules, and people with Elder Blood get to play by like D&D Warlock rules of I get to do whatever the fuck I want. Cast.
Funny joke about that like lich system. I was thinking instead of Wushu, it's just Dark Heresy. Hey, take these D6s. Wait, why do I need these D6s? Take these D6s. What?
Okay,
what
so
is this Perils of the
then
Warp?
I'm assuming Tanya in this one actually just has her normal magic and that's it.
No, not quite. She's very much like what you did with Star Wars. She has to work to integrate her magic with the Witcher magic because the Witcher
the
magic.
local system.
Yeah, Witcher magic
if it's
does stand in. Sorry, Max.
Sorry. If it's a full reincarnation, why not just have Tanya reincarnate back into a male body?
Oh, because people don't want that.
Nobody
because
wants to do that.
Yeah, no one wants that. Everyone now wants the
Having
murder lolly.
the salaryman be a little girl is part of the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
which those people
you
are
say
whatever.
part of the
Reason
joke,
we
so it's
pick on
two
it.
parts. It's two parts. So the first part is a lot of people don't even realize that the main character is a salaryman reincarnated as a little girl. The other part is that the people who are there for Tanya being Tanya, not some generic.
Not Tanya being
dude.
salaryman.
Yeah. But yeah, the reason that she
wouldn't
can't
be
really
generic salaryman, but sure.
Yeah.
In their minds, it is.
It's not my fault. They're below room temp IQ. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, that's
Max.
But yeah, the reason that Tanya can't really make previous world magic work is because magic in The Witcher is directly described as chaos. Like, it is decidedly impressionistic as opposed to what Tanya was used to, which is, science is math.
Yeah.
So there is stuff that she can do, but right, it's interesting because it is right. They are distinctly diametrically opposed kinds of magic, and there is some stuff she can recreate, and she's part of the plot is that she's working on making like formulas work, but it's like shit. This is hard. Also, I don't have a fucking computation orb. God damn it, I'm doing so much math.
Yes.
Anyway, my food is here. I'm going to hork down some food, and I shall return momentarily. Try not to light anything on fire. Max, I trust you to keep these idiots in line.
Excuse you.
I'm going to be honest. With the kind of mood I've been in the last couple of days, I might give them the fuel.
I guess I better eat really fast then.
Or you could trust Nose. You have another friend here who could theoretically tell.
Because Nose is capable of reining in anything.
The only thing I trust Nose to rein in is somebody's dice luck.
I could be such a massive asshole right now, but I won't be.
Well, you already posted something that makes you a massive asshole, so you can go fuck yourself.
Don't worry, I got the
All right,
stand around.
fine.
I'll be like the mysterious stranger out of Fallout, things get out of control. Manhammer.
You are the least qualified in this chat for that.
Well, okay, I mean, if Nose is saying go ham, I'll just go ham then. I wouldn't trust Nose reining in anything. He can't even rein in his waistband.
I'm saying you're a bitch.
I am supposedly trusted if that means anything. Yes, Killionaire is incredibly chemically stable. And can be trusted with power.
We've never interacted with him outside of text, so theoretically that's true.
I'm going to mod you. I am chemically stable and can be trusted with power. I am unmodding you.
That's a real quick way to lose that mod power, yeah.
No, he added someone and said he was modding them. No, that wasn't Aura. That was was that Aura?
I never claimed to be chemically stable.
No, that was Shitpost Goose.
Let me.
No. I never said anything. I just said I mod before, and I just shitpost with mod powers.
No. That was Shitpost Goose who posted that, dude.
Let me look at it. I'm pulling it up.
Kaz, that's just being upfront and honest.
Yeah, that's just him being honest.
If anything, that's another tally in his favor.
Exactly. He's just being real. He's just being real, chat. He's just being real.
He's just being real, huh?
Yeah. So anyway,
Don't say Sneaky is right. He doesn't need a bigger head than he already has. Don't, never
excuse
tell
you.
Oh, I'm not.
I am the
Sneaking?
second
Not a public
most
today.
humble
Not a public
streamer.
forum, at least.
I cannot be more humble than Asmongold, so I'm only merely the second most humble streamer.
All right, who fucking gave Sneaky the ego today? He's acting real out of turn recently.
What gave him the ego was knowing that he was on the right side of an argument earlier today, and at least 3 people have agreed with him in this argument.
There we go. Found it.
Okay.
It was.
You there? He died.
Am I gonna be right again?
It was Orf. It was Orf, not Aura.
Orpheus.
No, it wasn't. No,
Yeah.
he posted a
He says, to
picture.
be
No,
honest, I'm
Orf.
probably the most.
Orf
famous-
said, "I am chemically stable." Shitpost Goose posted
He
a
said he's-
picture of the bloodshot eye
Yeah.
Squidward meme.
You know,
Oh no, I just straight up modded him.
I think
Yeah.
one of my favorite things about Chemically Stable is it started as an in-joke between 4 people here through a 5th person that will not be named, and it slowly started spreading out. I'm worried for day I start seeing it in mainstream threads
On
as
Reddit front
reactions
pages.
stuff. Like, that's the time to be worried.
Thankfully,
Well,
we'll
I
know
mean,
exactly which fuckers it is, because there's gonna be one of you fuckers in chat right now. Don't think I don't hear you.
Who was that one fucking person? Oh shit. Oh shit. Fuck. It was one of the people that Russian Badger knows. I forget. Female streamer.
Dodge? Or no?
There's Sigrid.
She was the meta. Sigrid. It was Sigrid. Yeah, Sigrid is the reason why Skibbity Toilet happened.
Oh
Wait,
yes, the
what?
new video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Skibbity Toilet came from Sigrid because she was watching stupid TikTok, like, niche memes, and one of the people that ended up popularizing it saw it on her stream and was like, "Yo, I'm gonna make a bunch of videos about this." She's like, "Oh, okay," not
Oh,
thinking it
no.
would go anywhere.
That's,
Yes,
you
oh.
know, we have chased people off the internet for far less. I'm just
Exactly, that's what I said. Yes, sir.
The fact that that's now an entire toy line, and unironically,
Ooh, what do you mean it's a
the
toy
2
line?
giant.
You didn't know?
It's a toy line, and they got the 2 giant robots as part of the toy line, and actually, those giant robot designs aren't bad.
What do you mean giant
say that?
robots? I don't know. I
Exactly.
don't want to know. I don't want to know. I changed my mind. I don't want to
You
know.
do not. You do not want to know. What's going to happen, Sneaky, is you're going to forget this ever happened, and in 2 months
Yeah.
we're going to have the same conversation again.
Exactly.
Except hopefully you'll have alcohol to permanently forget it.
What do you think I'm drinking right now?
Why did you have, or why have you done this?
That is horrifying. I hate it.
Or no.
All right, we're just gonna
Oh.
move on. I'm gonna torture you guys with Wormfic instead.
No, I was gonna say, can we move on?
Retaliation. To fix the mistake,
reminder,
depending on what
Michael-
world you
Michael
get
Bay's
sent to,
making a
that
movie for
life,
it.
I don't want to know. Depending
No.
on what world you get sent to, that life may not be as great as you hoped. For Cyrus Satome, that means being dropped into Worm and getting power that required far too much stealing to be helpful. A humorous crime story featuring a self-insert original character. 11 chapters, 6,000 words per chapter, roughly updating once every month and a half. Which isn't great for Worm, but okay.
Not great. Not bad.
Yeah. Hi there, little fireflies. I am Kamime, also known as Fireflux, Kai, Kaisanta, and many other names. I have cut down the size of my old profile because it was so big. Let's see. So they joined in 2016, which means they were 13 in 2003, which means they're currently 22.
So about cutting it down. That
They didn't
scroll
cut it
bar is
down?
still really small.
Yeah, well, they do have 52 stories published.
Oh, okay. Well, that would be
yeah.
contributing somewhat.
Yeah, that would
to the storyline.
contribute a little bit to them, yes.
Okay. I mean, it's still really small.
Also, below this is where all of my ideas go. That's right. They use their author biography page to place all of their one-shot and what do you call them? Scribbles?
Something like that.
What's the author term for fucking shit I can't be fucked to write a full story for?
And then
One
just
shots?
talking about. No,
I was about to make a
it's the
really
shorter stuff. It's
That's like a
really
really
short
bad joke.
one. Dribbles.
I don't know.
Dribbles, yeah.
But like yeah,
Dribbles.
that works. You know, honestly, if you're gonna do that, just do what I considered back in the day when I was still getting like random ideas every other week. Just make a multi-crossover story and just label it like the attic or the clutter or something, and it's just a bunch of random crap from different series, and each chapter will tell you one-shot idea for X fiction. That
This
way,
is
I've
author
written them down,
is a Naruto tourist.
you
Wait,
share
what do you
them,
mean they're a
and you're not
Naruto
breaking any
tourist?
rules. Naruto tourist? What?
Are they basically people who barely know Naruto and just write cheap crap?
How do you know they're a tourist?
Yeah, apparently they're a Naruto tourist. Read from their fun facts. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
God.
That's worrying.
Fun fact, I have never watched Naruto. Oh.
Tourist.
Wow.
So they're the
Okay.
little, they're
I
like
thought
little-
I was gonna have to do some
Well,
deciphering here or something.
Maybe-
I didn't realize they
maybe
just
he read the
fucking
manga.
said it.
Okay.
No, hang on. Maybe
I'm
he
gonna
read
say
some manga.
So, I do want to point out that one of the better writers in the Naruto section for a long time, in spite of the porn, was also a Naruto tourist.
Yeah,
Because he never watched or read it. He was only going off the wiki.
that's true.
Ugh.
I have also
Well, I
never
don't know,
seen an
you're saying
episode of
but you
Shippuden.
probably would have liked his writing sign. It's new.
I also have not read Worm.
Oh,
I have
no?
not watched. Okay, so no, they don't
Yeah.
read manga. So just to be clear, they do not read manga. This is not a. I don't watch the anime. I read the manga situation. This is. I consider the anime the end all be all of the
okay.
series, and I have
Alright,
not
you know
watched
what?
it.
I think I would now like to see something unique among Naruto fanfiction.
They
I
also
wanna
don't
see the
play
one-
video games. Well, yeah. Well, okay. Look, they have 52 fucking stories, and they've been writing them
Yeah.
since 2016. I don't think they have a lot of free time. Okay.
Probably not.
I
But,
think that time's being used.
Sneaky, when can we get the fanfiction writer for Naruto that has only watched filler arcs and nothing else? All they know about
Actually,
Naruto is filler
I
arcs.
did know someone who had never seen anything but the filler movies.
Only the movies?
Yes, only the movies.
Why would you do that to yourself?
They didn't know Naruto
mean-
was a series because when they first looked up Naruto, one of the Naruto movies was coming out, so they thought it was a series of movies, and so they never looked up the TV show.
I'm trying
What?
to think. Which one did they start with?
It
That's
was the
question.
city, the Sky City.
They started in Shippuden
Yeah,
for the movies?
yeah.
Which means their first introduction to Sasuke was also his second appearance in the movie.
Yeah.
That's so fucking dumb.
A reminder, by the way, Sasuke has only been in 2 Naruto movies up until Naruto the Last.
Yeah.
So of all
Yeah,
movies,
he
he's
was
only been in
in
3 of them.
Snow.
The
He was in
Snow
the
and the
first one.
Snow.
The very first one, the Snow. Then the first or second Shippuden movie, where they deal with the Zero Tail. And
Yeah.
then Naruto the Last. Actually,
Wait,
I don't even remember if he showed. No, I don't even think
Hang on, wasn't
he showed up in
he?
that actually.
Didn't he show up for a cameo in the one where the Naruto goes to deal with the priestess, who looks like a clone of Hinata with light hair?
Oh, the Demon Country thing?
I don't think so.
Yeah, the Demon Country thing.
I think
I could've
Sasuke
sworn
was there
he
for the Haunted Mansion.
Showed up for like
Sasuke
5
wasn't in
minutes.
Naruto the Last? Yes, he was.
I think he showed
Wasn't he?
up for... He showed up for the wedding. Oh, it's the Boruto
Like
movie I'm thinking of,
he
where he had a
showed up
prominent
for-
role. Because
That's
in the
Boruto.
Boruto movie,
Yeah.
we got to watch them fight more Otsuzukis, and we got to see a
Okay,
really
no.
cool design
Sasuke
of
did
Kyuubi
show up
armor.
in Naruto last, but he just basically had a scene where he was looking at the moon, and that's it. I think.
You know he was like, man, I gotta break the fucking moon.
Man, do I gotta go fight the moon? I still think one of the funniest fucking moments. Yes, actually, I will say this. The funniest moment in that entire movie is when Naruto cuts the moon in half with his laser, and then has to hold the moon together so it doesn't fall apart or something.
You know, we rewatched that movie, and I still don't remember if that actually happened or not.
It's a fever dream.
Do we need to watch the movie again?
Honestly, it's one of the better ones.
It was.
So,
it was.
Like, I have no problem with rewatching it for a third time. I still love that A is like, don't worry, guys, we have an anti-moon laser.
The fucking mountain parts.
Why do you
We have a fucking what?
Oh,
Don't worry, we have an anti-moon laser. Oh no, they're shooting tons of asteroids at us. Don't worry, we have an anti-asteroid mode on the moon laser. What?
No, it wasn't even that. One of the an asteroid.
I see we've made it to Naruto.
And Konoha's like, don't worry, we have a squad of people that Rock Lee has been teaching the 8 gates to. And it's like, what do you mean, a squad?
Well, no. They also had the asteroid laser where the giant laser beam split apart and hit a bunch of asteroids, and then more rocks fell through that protective screen, and then Konoha was like, don't worry, we have a whole squad of gate users now.
And my favorite part, it wasn't even like
what are we supposed to do?
No. It was like a proper 8-man squad. And like,
yeah.
Why do you have that many gate users?
Oh no, we have all of these problems. Understood.
Well, why do you have a moon laser?
The best
unleash the gate protocol.
Both of these situations is the other villages looking at Konoha and Cloud being like, we're in a time of peace. Why are you making weapons of mass destruction?
Yeah, exactly. It's just like,
in case
you already have Naruto and Sasuke. Do you really need more?
The rest of them are like, did we miss a fucking memo or something where we were all supposed to secretly still develop weapons?
And that's the best part.
Wait, you guys
these
stopped making
developments
weapons?
were after the Fourth Great War.
Yeah,
they weren't.
Like,
these
wait a minute.
These weren't in secret. These were started consciously after the end of the war, when they all declared peace with each other.
Well, yeah, because Cloud was like, damn, the moon was gonna crash into the Earth. We don't want that to happen again. We need to build an anti-moon laser.
No, it wasn't even that. It was like they got the information that Kaguya was initially from the moon, or so it was believed. Like,
yeah,
there could be more moon people up there.
we gotta build a moon laser and make the moon people pay for it.
Moon people.
Okay, no, hang on a minute though. That
fucking aliens.
A semi-rational decision. Like, that's at least semi-rational. Like, oh, the greatest threat the planet's ever seen came from the moon. Build an anti-moon laser. It's not like they can go aim that at another village easily. Like, yeah, they could, but not like.
Yeah. See, there we go. Yep, boom.
No,
that's the moon in half.
I was looking for the right.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't Naruto cutting in half. It was the person he was fighting. He did have to grab and.
No, that was him.
But...
No, that's the Tonari. Or Tonari or something, I can't remember.
I don't know. It's the dude who stole Hanabi's eyes.
Tamari, Tenno?
The secret final boss, Tamari.
Yeah, whatever.
True! But I hate, though, that you can follow the logic of why Konoha and Cloud did it. Because it's like, okay, well, Cloud made the anti-moon laser because there could be more people on the moon. So why did Konoha decide, let's teach more people to use the 8 gates? And because, like, it's because Might Guy fought Madara at his peak to a standstill and would have won if not for the time limit on shoving that much chakra through your gates.
Oh, I found another one.
And you also have the realization of, like, they have 8 people. that can go up to the 4th gate. And at least one more who can do the 8th. And technically speaking, Guy now can do the 8th gate a second time if need be, and that's terrifying.
So that is actually genuinely
true old man
the very
energy.
little amount
The rose
that I
off
know.
jacket. Giga buff beneath.
Throws off jacket because
don't make me open the 8th gate again.
I'm still waiting for Mike Guy in a wheelchair that can
silently opens all 8 gates, gets out of wheelchair.
Honestly, what is this? A fucking Yakuza cutscene?
That would be terrifying. Like they're talking with a new big bad in a Boruto arc, and they're just focusing on the monologue, and in the background you just see random flashes of green and then red, and you're like, what is going on back there? And you just see Guy zoom across one last time, and that's
it. Lariat.
Mike Guy, fuck you.
Anyway, I have not seen an episode of Shippuden ever. I have never read Worm. I have not watched High School DxD. I have never played Bloodborne, Mass Effect, Left 4 Dead, Doom, or StarCraft. Most of my stories will never be completed, or at least not until 2035. Generous. What you can be sure about is they'll never have an unhappy ending. Well, I mean, if you don't finish them, they can't have an unhappy ending, so well played, author.
Exactly.
I adore my characters too much to give them an unhappy ending. Well, I can't understand that one. I can't relate. How do you want this character to story's dead? Death. All of them to die.
Yes.
Yeah. Only Max and Gray will understand. The saddest endings will probably be them leaving. Will they probably be them having to leave who they knew? Okay.
So the
one personal rule I always maintain is to never introduce an enemy into a story simply because the protagonist is overpowered. Wow. It's almost like that's a fucking rule, not a personal one.
It's just a thing you should do.
Congratulations, you've stumbled on a consistent narrative suggestion.
Congratulations, you've reinvented the wheel.
Stop
well done.
Also, the thing, so they actually have watched Naruto, just not the entirety. And honestly, if they stopped after the Zabuza arc, that's a good place to stop watching the original Naruto.
That's fair.
Just in general.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I loathe it when people write new powerful characters either in a crossover as an OC, only to add another new character who is even stronger than them to be their counter. I like overpowered stomp stories, and having those characters be not overpowered is not fun.
Wait. So they don't do it for the wrong reason?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's not for me to say the wrong reason, but it's a really bad reason regardless.
It's like saying I don't do cocaine because cocaine doesn't let me remember anything after I do it. It's like that's not why you shouldn't be doing cocaine.
I mean, it's good that you're not, but
or like I don't do cocaine because LSD just hits harder.
Yeah, right. It's like LSD just hits harder, man.
all of the kids today are trying different things. First, they try with marijuana to see if it has any kick. It does.
It's the devil's lettuce. Let's see here. I also have a fiction press account where I write tons of original content, and I'm working on my first story there. Okay. Let's check out your
better one.
fiction press account.
Oh no.
He's gonna finish in like 2035 or something like that.
Yeah, they said they were gonna finish in 2035. Yeah.
So he started his first fiction, but it's gonna take like a decade.
Man,
Yeah.
if only
Yeah.
Kaz hadn't lost his talking privileges for a week.
Oh, it's only been a week, hasn't
fine
it?
in his accent. No, not yet.
Not yet.
Full week would be
That's
2
fair.
streams.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll get to talk
Damn.
next stream.
That's true, man.
So the moment this stream ends, I'll give him the guest star rollback.
Damn, that's crazy.
Then he can
Hi
just
there,
sit and chat.
Fireflies. Why are they determined to call their fans Fireflies? You may have heard about me from such stories such as War Dog and A Collision of Sorcerous Proportions.
I gotta go.
I'm going to be writing original content. My first story is a cultivation story inspired by Wushu.
Oh.
But hey, you have to be inspired to write. So yeah, this is my profile. I'm gonna put out all of my ideas. You can visit me on my Patreon! Let's go, Patreon!
Did I miss anything while we
No.
were while I was at dinner?
No.
No.
Not yet, no. So yeah, Patreon and sign L. Author knows nothing. You can also mark down author knows nothing because they literally
That's
just
true.
said
Author did admit they know nothing.
Yeah, they know nothing.
That's fantastic. This is an awful sheet at the moment.
Do we have? I don't know. Does this count? I guess they labeled all the crossovers, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, no, they labeled everything for the crossovers. Yeah, so we're just gonna Fireflux Patreon. Okay, Fireflux Patreon. How much do you
Patreon knows
make?
nothing, and what was the other one?
Sign L.
Kaz, I don't see why
I can't get that.
Count.
Oh, I don't have any of those.
Formflux, Flyerflux Squad. Fireflux for Patreon. There's not a Fireflux Patreon page? Really?
Apparently, the author closed the Patreon and mentions this in the profile, apparently.
I mean,
So Kaz
it doesn't
saying-
matter, though. They had it.
Oh. Well, yeah, I guess they never updated
They
their
mentioned it,
original
left the
story.
mention in.
Yeah, they left the mention in of it. I upload every 2 weeks, Discord access and perks. They stopped the Patreon on the other author profile. Oh, okay. So let's see here. Yeah, they got 3 chat. Yeah, I see where they. I see why they stopped the Patreon. Yeah.
Why did they stop it?
Well, they tried an original story and they published 3 whole chapters of it, and it got only 12 favorites.
Is this on fanfiction.net?
No, this is on Fiction Press. The original story site.
I forgot Fiction Press exists.
Yeah.
Isn't FFN spinning up a third website?
No, I think they're trying to replace fanfiction.net.
I heard they were.
I hope they wouldn't spin up a third website because I feel like they're barely breaking even on FFN.
Very likely. I can't imagine they're earning too much money off FFN with all the bullshit they're doing to it. So.
I mean, yeah.
Or maybe they're making a ton off FFN, but they're doing that classic thing where like they're getting 40K from FFN, and then they start paying themselves more and more every year just because they can, and then they realize that actually they're running out of money to actually support the website.
Yes, my so favorite. We're just gonna keep giving ourselves raises every year. It's like that doesn't work unless you're growing to match it.
No.
But Max, money only ever go up.
Money manifest, Max.
Well,
yeah,
I
you
know.
just do nothing, money
number
happens.
go up.
Well, yeah, but yeah, I know. That's why some bean counters will sit there and be like, "Well, no, but your money's still going up." But we're not letting your money go up higher because we're also paying medical benefits. I'm definitely not thinking about how that's a sure sign of gaslighting during your annual interview or anything.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, I mean, I can. I would always be like, if I ever got told that, which I've never been told that. If I ever got told that by an employer, the reason why I'm not getting a raise is because they're paying for my medical benefits, I would laugh in their face and then say I'm going to quit unless you pay me a raise because you're legally required to pay my medical
Yes.
benefits. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
if you want to play stupid games, we're about to get some stupid fucking prizes going. Because then I could also misconstrue and get a lawyer probably to back me up on it, saying that they won't pay me a raise because they are generously paying me a medical benefit, which could be construed as some sort of, employee hostage scenario.
Oh, certainly.
Yep.
Yeah, well, it's just interesting.
Always record that.
Yeah.
How bean counters seem to put their fingers where they need to stop putting their fingers.
Well, they can't help it.
Because it's just
Licking
interesting
outlets is their
how
favorite pastime.
it's just funny how some companies are like, yeah, the employees talk about how great the raises are, and then magically after bean counters put in charge of the company as a whole, the raises stop being talked about. Sure is weird.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have a vendetta against bean counters.
No, of
Definitely
course not. Why would I ever have anything against bean counters? That would be silly.
It's definitely not an insulting term coming from me, I
No.
promise.
No, of course not. No, I'm completely.
I don't think I've
friendly.
ever heard anyone use bean counter in a positive.
How about right now?
No. No.
Abandoned stories.
Well,
I've abandoned these stories. They're just here for a dry spell. Okay. A Glazian Anomaly, a Ruby Inheritance Cycle crossover.
No.
That's
Inheritance cycle. That's an awful idea. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but throwing the magic system in with the aura and semblance system just sounds like a recipe for disaster. Just
well,
trying
I
to
mean,
write it.
considering the fact that the whole point of the magic system is to show you're an advanced magic caster, is to basically hide your soul behind barriers, because if you bare your soul to people, you can be easily fucking mind controlled.
Well, not even that. Like a lot of the magic system, from what I remember, was also very intention based.
Yes.
So if there was even an inkling of talent and you just somehow accidentally stumbled on the word for fire, or you said the word in your normal language fire with the intention of lighting something on fire even as a joke, oops, you just
No,
lit a house
you
on
have to
fire.
use the magic language.
Oh, okay. But like
Yeah.
just accidentally stumbling on the magic language and you do it with the intention and you have a talent. Oops, you just accidentally burned half your village down. In a world where magic disappeared, but people can unlock aura and semblances, guess what? People like was it Bart, the actual coffee addict?
Bartholomew, yeah.
Yeah. He absolutely has uncovered those words and has made it part of his life's work. And probably teaches it in
this
class.
is not a fusion world. This is a Ruby into inheritance cycle. Story.
Oh, it's even worse then.
Yeah.
You're sticking a character whose soul is literally bared for the world to see because that's the system.
Yeah.
Into the
and
world
is incredibly
where you want to hide your
reckless
soul.
and naive.
Yeah.
Especially because even worse, one moment she's on Remnant fighting a weird, well-dressed thief. Suddenly, she's on a different world. Except she isn't her anymore. So Ruby is not Ruby anymore. She's now in a different body. And her peculiarities, Ruby must make her way in a world not like her own, so long as she can survive, that is. This story is now on hiatus due to my disinterest in the story. My disinterest in the story is due to my lack of knowledge of the 2 stories I'm writing for. Who could have seen that one coming?
What do you mean lack of knowledge?
They've never seen RWBY or Red Inheritance Cycle. Who could have seen that coming, that they weren't interested in keeping writing a story for the properties they've never read? That is crazy. That is
Shocking.
I'm shocked. Yeah, I am completely stunned that someone who is not invested in the fandom wasn't interested enough to keep writing a very complex crossover.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
So you could definitely stitch a story together, just wiki diving for both of these.
Yeah, sure.
But I get the feeling this person isn't intelligent enough for even that.
Well, I mean, wiki diving, you have to be more invested in the art of writing than simply fandoms. Because a lot of fan fiction authors are not writing because they really enjoy writing. They're writing because they were really invested in the fandom they're writing for. And they just happen to have some level of capability in writing. If they had some level of capability in drawing, they'd be drawing for the fandom. If they had some capability in making music, they'd be making music for the fandom. But for them, it was writing, so they're writing for the fandom. They're invested in the fandom, not in the act. And so I mean, like, yeah, you have like Noodlehammer, who just likes writing and thinks he can make a career out of it, and he can. If he got rid of his sign-like peculiarities.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean that entire bit of his is why I stopped reading his stories after the first 2. It's like he was one of those people that cared more about the 5,000 word porn scene than the 25,000 words leading up to it and the 30,000 after it.
Yeah.
And you kind of saw that, like, you saw where he put most of his attention to detail in.
Yeah.
And it sucked.
I mean,
because most people are just gonna go look for physical images of that stuff.
I mean, hey, look, enough people don't. Cambrian is still getting $22,000 a fucking month, okay? Enough people want written porn for some fucking reason.
All right, Sign. What's your excuse for not making 22,000 a month?
I'm politically divisive.
You don't sound like you're convinced by that.
That's his excuse. That's how he copes. That's how he seethes. Listen to the seethe.
Well, I could probably make more a month if I just sacrificed my morals and wrote furry.
Oh,
stuff.
my morals. Oh, yes, my morals.
No. What few remain?
Yeah, $5,000 a chapter looks awfully tempting, but I'm not gonna.
$5,000 a chapter.
Oh.
Were you actually offered
that?
I've heard that is some of the offers given to other people. It comes out to a ridiculous amount of money per chapter.
Okay, but we don't care about those people. We're not talking about those people being offered that. We're talking about you apparently not being offered that.
Oh!
No, I've never gotten an offer for that, thankfully.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Oh, so you've never had to confront the hard choices of, do I make more in this single chapter of maybe possibly 5 hours of effort than my entire month, or...
Not yet, no.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Then why doesn't Cambrian need to write
I'm not
furry?
entirely
True. Cambrian doesn't write furry. What's your excuse against
Cambrian is the pimper.
Ah.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, because you don't have any pimping occur in any of your stories.
I don't have enough pimping, or I have too much.
Oh! Too much pimping. I see.
Either or.
Listen.
Because that's something that people who consume copious amounts of porn are concerned about.
Listen. I have not written porn in.
Oh, that's true. That's
Shit,
true.
It's been a month or two at least.
He's been having a massive dry spell of not writing porn because he's been too busy writing his only popular stories.
Writing
Tanya without porn and Tanya without porn.
See, I think it's just all. Listen, he just needs someone to help fluff him a little bit. That's all, right? Help fluff
Cambrian
his
wrote
stories a
Snuff.
little.
You know what? That is true. The Snuff crowd is very dedicated. They're just like the furry crowd.
Yeah.
Okay, so how to keep
quieter.
it clean in how I describe it. So the Snuff crowd enjoys high impact sexual violence, and I don't mean that as a euphemism.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not me trying to say something else. That is literally what they're enjoying.
I see.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so it's
Very.
yeah. Erotica author versus porn author. Erotica, fuck all dollars. Porn author, $22K a month. No, that is patently false. We have seen the female erotica authors where even the most bog standard copy-paste book was earning them millions of dollars a year.
Yeah.
Look, if I rewrote one of my stories a little bit, switched some names around, switched some genders around, and I took on a female pseudonym and published it to Amazon, I'd probably make fuck buckets of money.
See, that's what Noodlehammer said, and everyone pointed him out immediately and called him,
Bad names.
Yes, we'll go with that one. Yeah, he thought the same as all he had to do was remove some names and switch some things around a little bit and take on a female pseudonym. And yeah, it didn't pan out for him too much. Yeah.
Didn't work?
No, it did not work.
People immediately called out, "Hey, this looks like Noodlehammer."
No, less it looks like Noodlehammer writing, and it more this doesn't look like it was written by a woman. This does not get me sexually excited. Yeah.
Oh, well, he just needs to write it more like Infant does.
Yeah, clearly. You need to start taking lessons from Infant, obviously.
Yes, obviously. Man, I've been listening to the things he's been saying.
Yeah, so anyway, to no surprise, this author writes a bunch of stories that they're not invested in the fandoms of, and then when they actually have to start doing things that is a slight deviation from canon, they suddenly lose all capacity to write a story for it. Ryona and the Boiled Angel people? I do not know what that's in a reference. Can you clarify
Ryona
that?
is a Japanese fetish for beating women.
Ah, yes, okay. Yeah.
Not sure about Boiled Angel, though.
Okay, now that I know the context, I can kind of assume what Boiled Angel ends up meaning. So yes. Yeah, those people, the snuff people, yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so let's see what else they got going on here. So that was the only story they abandoned? Completely? Every other story is gonna be written. Really?
I don't believe you.
Somehow, I think you're lying.
Eggs to doubt.
Let's see, if we scroll all the way down here, completed, not completed. So this story is not completed. Because all your stories are going to be completed except for all the ones that aren't. Okay. Uh-huh.
All my stories are completed except for the ones that aren't. Yeah.
Except for the ones that aren't.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't say.
Yeah.
You don't fucking say.
Light torture, brother god bashing. Okay. Paused. Okay. V2 paused. V4. Okay.
Before?
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, this author has a little bit of a problem with schizophrenia. I'm just, being kind here. Anyway, so let's see here. Author's note. So I couldn't help but notice that all of their stories were self-insert female OCs. So either it's going to be one of those people, or it's a female author.
Probably one of those people.
Possibly. Let's see here. Gonna do my usual thing and not explain anything about the actual story to you because I don't care. Okay.
Wow.
That's an interesting take on how to get people to read your stories. I kind of feel like I understand now why you don't have too many Patreons and you closed it eventually. I do feel as if some of the stories I make it a bit too easy to get advanced stuff, even with characters starting from the basics. That sounds more like a failure of the author than you, but sure. It might be cruel of me, but it'll feel more earned, I guess, if my character has to actually start from scratch and work hard for what she gets. Okay. Also, if anyone asks, yes, I definitely did make a Russian Badger reference. I had a heart attack when I accidentally pressed F12 while writing this pilot chapter, and I thought I lost 1,000 words because of Opera GX panic button bullshit. I turned that off. Fortunately, it was still cached, but seriously, fuck Opera GX, I'm going back to Firefox. Least schizophrenic Firefox user. So let's try and read this. See if we get some AI. Doesn't look. Oh, wow, no AI. I'm not seeing any blatant signs of AI usage.
No, he's just naturally trash.
True. Swaying her legs off the edge of a building, Syra looked out at the ocean with empty eyes. She knew that somewhere in that city, her current foster parents were freaking out and calling her caseworker to inform them that she had vanished, if they hadn't already, but she couldn't stand their attempts at being parents, especially when it could result in literal end of the world. Maybe if she was normal. Or if she lived in a world that was nice, ordinary, and safe, she would have been able to endure having loving parents. But the problem was the world. I know, right?
Parents that care. How
God,
horrible,
so awful.
author.
The problem was that she most certainly was not normal. From 5 years old, whatever nascent consciousness that dwelt within her was pushed aside, and in its place was her, Syra Satome. I swear to God, if this is some fucking meme shit, if this person's not fucking Asian, I'm gonna be so angry at the author.
Oh, come on. You already know you need to be angry.
I know.
You know they're not.
You know what? I'm actually in such a good mood. I'm gonna order some Domino's.
Why do you?
I don't see how those two are connected, but enjoy your Domino's.
Oh, because whenever I order Domino's, one of the items I order is the marbled cookies, which are delicious.
Oh, I see.
You should get the chocolate lava cakes. Those are actually great.
That's a little bit too much for me, and
more like chocolate lava coming out your ass cake.
And I'm gonna be real. I don't know.
Sounds like a skill issue, Atin.
I don't know what it is,
Exactly.
but I just cannot enjoy liquid chocolate. I'm not a huge fan of it. Yeah, no, I'm not a huge fan of it. Soft chocolate, I'm fine with. Chocolate in a pastry, I'm fine with. But if it's like liquid
it's in a
chocolate,
pastry.
no, when I'm saying in a pastry, I mean like chocolate chip cookie. Like it's
Oh, you
baked
mean
into the pastry.
not
Like
liquid.
it's yeah, not liquid.
Okay.
I don't like chocolate ice cream. I don't like chocolate cake. Maybe it's just the brands and flavors that people have used over the years, but I've never enjoyed chocolate stuff that wasn't
Mods
chocolate.
force feed this man chocolate and gets his skill issue under control.
Says the man who doesn't like bacon. I don't want to hear it.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah, fuck off. Mr. I eat salt licks for deer. I get all my I get all my important vitamins from them deer salt licks.
From a deer salt licks, yes.
He's kind of got you there, buddy.
Yeah, you kind of.
Hey, look, my grandmother's the same way. We don't let her cook food that much anymore because she's a good cook, but she's just like, I'm gonna dump half a fucking table salt. You know those little table salt containers that they usually give you at like restaurants and shit. Yeah, she dumps like half of that into every single food thing that she makes, and we're just like, Grandma, it's too fucking salty. And she's like, I can't taste it. It's like, yes, because you've been dumping so much fucking salt in all your food all these years.
Well, if you'd like to salt yours,
that can't be the problem.
Go ahead and salt on your plate.
Exactly. Well, no, that's the problem. Is she cooks with that much salt, then she brings it to her plate, she sits down and re-salts it.
Oh my.
And we're just Grandma, you have to stop with the salt. She's like, I don't see a problem. It's good for you. The doctor finally told her she needs to stop. And so, yeah, the doctor told her she needs to stop. Not even chocolate fountains with fruit on a toothpick. I have done a chocolate fountain before, and that was pretty good. But again, that was not the same sort of liquid chocolate they use in like the lava cakes at Domino's.
Yeah, it's not.
The chocolate they use in chocolate fountains is actual just melted chocolate, like solid state chocolate that they melt. The chocolate they use in like lava cakes is like specifically designed to not harden up until it gets way cooler.
No, it doesn't harden, but if you put it in the fridge, it
it'll obviously
gels?
like gelify, yeah. But like that's my point though, is they put filler into it specifically to prevent it from crystallizing like chocolate.
I don't know about filler, but they got something.
No,
well, it's a filler.
They just process it in a different way.
Yeah,
you know you have to temper chocolate in order to get it to solidify, right?
Yeah,
like that's a whole
and you have to give it a seed. You have to give it. Well, no,
if the chocolate has been, if the chocolate was liquefied before, if the chocolate was crystallized before, it can return to crystallization. You don't need to reseed it. But
I've heard you have to reseed it if you want it to have the right texture.
Oh yeah, if you want to have the right texture, sure. I meant more in just a reusing it as an,
Like it'll recrystallize and return into chocolate. It just won't have the same texture. It'll be hard as a rock or just wrong.
Man, I remember when I bought the 20-pound bar from Hershey's.
Woo. That was.
I can't eat Hershey's anymore.
I was so fucking pissed. I was so actually genuinely fucking pissed about that too. My family ate it.
Oh,
wow.
I bought the bar with my money for my birthday. And then when I went to my mother's, because I was, a child at the time, and I was dropped off to go visit my mother for a week, when I came back, the entire bar was gone, and I was like, what happened? They're like, oh, we were taking pieces from it. I was like, I spent my
So you're gonna
birthday
replace
money.
it, right?
No,
That's so
they only
much
sell it at Hershey.
money.
Yeah, it was $120. $120 to a fucking 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Who only gets
wow.
money. Who only gets money for his birthday. That's the only period in time I get money. Yeah. I got a whole suite of issues with my family, but yeah.
No, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be where some of my authority issues come from, Sign. I don't know.
Yeah, I had that thought.
Yeah, maybe percolated in your mind a little bit.
Weren't you gonna order Domino's?
I have been this whole time. So anyway, she knew blah blah blah. She had to endure blah 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 blah. Right here. This naturally led to many questions and horror on her part, learning that not only was reincarnation real, but that she was selected for reincarnation to occur to. Now, hold on there. You don't know that you are unique in the reincarnation aspect. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it could be random.
Now, I will say it would be very not great to my mental state if I learned that I alone was the only thinking person in every reality, because every reality was my own personal incarnation. And that's why you don't see, like, main characters. I know, but I'm saying, like, if that's what happened, like, the reason why you don't have multiple people reincarnating into the same reality is because every reality has only one incarnation.
Yeah.
And it's
that would
person doing all the roles.
Yeah, basically. Well, no. More like, if I incarnate into, say, Worm, right? I die, I wake up in Worm, right? I'm the only person that will ever die and wake up in that reality, in that version of that reality. I'll never, be living my days out in Worm, and then, tomorrow, fucking you show up, right? You would also end up in your own separate Worm reality.
Right.
Wormality?
Yeah, right. So, but that would really fuck with me if I knew that. Because it's like, then I'm basically the brain in the jar in that scenario. I am the only one that is.
When the text said, like, I'm especially picked to reincarnate, I imagine, like, a Stan Lee style, like, cameo, where he's like, hey, sport, you died, but it's okay. You're getting reincarnated because you're special. And then, like, that's it. You're just reincarnated.
You know what? That would also fuck with me in a different but good way, as if I died and I'm just in a fucking void and Stan Lee just comes up, pulls out one of those camping chairs, unfolds it, hey, split. You died.
Hey, it's a fictional universe, and I gotta make money, so I'm bringing you back for another round. You know
how it goes with the creative process. I need a little help occasionally, so I'm sending you there.
Q Stan Lee's sitting on a little fold out camp nut chair.
That's what I said.
At you.
Yeah.
No, hang on. While he just says, you know what? I've explained this like 100 times to you. I'm just gonna click the button and you just hear Kermit the Frog. We're doing a sequel.
Yeah, we're doing a sequel. Gather the band. You know what? That would actually be funny, and no explanation beyond that, though. It's just like sequel time. It's like, what do you mean sequel? Are we going to Earth 2? Are we? I don't think I'm okay with this. What do you mean that was Earth 1?
The Rob just shows up. Hey, kid! Clicks the play button. Kermit the Frog starts going. Where's the gravitas? Where's the spectral powers?
Even better, it used to be like a chibi alchemist. Now it's like Dwayne the Rock Johnson in this like new incarnation, and it's like, no, I was a chibi anime girl. Like,
what?
Yeah, there's a lot you could do with this.
Thank you for your contribution, Aeon. We all appreciate whatever the fuck you just said.
Well, dude, I mean, like, it's crazy
said
fan
words.
fiction. Don't they always like have some cringe stuff like that, where it's like some anime character from like Danganronpa or whatever, and they like just go non sequitur with it? I mean, fill me in. I'm the outsider when it comes to fanfic.
I honestly have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Maybe I'm losing track of what's going on with the plot because we have so many non sequiturs.
That's entirely fair. We're more making fun of the author right now in that they're like, oh, I'm a special little boy, that's why I'm getting reincarnated. And then I was going on a philosophical non sequitur about how it would fuck with me if I got reincarnated knowing that I was going to be the only person aware of reality effectively in this local realm. And then Atin brought up how Stan Lee would say we're doing a sequel. We're sending you back to Earth 2.
Yeah. Because I remember Stan Lee.
Somebody else brought up Stan Lee, and I was just like, no. Stan Lee looks at you and he's like, kid, I've done this like 100 times. He just pushes the play button. It's just Kermit the Frog.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I heard like when we mentioned the pros of like they mentioned they're specially reincarnated, like they just knew that. That was just my initial reaction. So like, who is this like protagonist? Because like I lost track. I'm gonna be honest. I was muted. I like ordered a gyro. I've like finished eating it, and I'm back. I'm plugged back in.
Yeah, no problem.
Because it seems like they have like a high-minded concept, but they run into that writer trap of they don't try to make like an interesting character or a dilemma.
Well,
they just had this like.
Well, that's the part of the problem is that this author in specific, they are very prolific in the fact that they write a bunch, but they admit on their own author profile that they've never actually read, watched, or participated in any of the series they're writing for. So they keep running into these roadblocks where they don't know what the story is supposed to be because they never actually read the story.
See, I feel like the difference between me and this writer is like I'm specialized in like cyberpunk, like fantasy, like writing, and even then I write in my lane because there's some like I still need to read like the Witcher novels, so I don't write Witcher Spectrum type stuff. But like when I'm listening, this is why I usually don't chime in. Is it's like I have no idea what this medium is. I could not imagine just going to like a fandom like wiki, and it's like okay, here's the buzzwords, here's the characters, we're writing a story. It's like just make an original thing like at that point, right? Like,
yeah, pretty much. That's what we always say is like they've put hundreds of thousands of words into this. We're talking like they've put over the course of the 10 years they've been writing, they've possibly written 50, 60, 70 books worth of effectively original story, and it's just like then they kill the story off because they get halfway into the second book and they're like, I don't know what's going on anymore. Because they don't know the original property.
I'm bored. I want to do something different.
Yeah, it's like you've written 60 books and you could have published all of them. Even if you were only getting $1 a month for every single book, that's still like $60. That's more than what you're getting right now, which is nothing.
All right, you guys, have you guys seen before? Like I just feel like this might exist in the world. Somebody's writing a thing, they like lose interest, and it becomes just like a political like propaganda like tangent for them.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, we have.
That's common.
Yep.
Too common.
Yep.
What this author sounds like they'd like devolve into, because it's already a high-minded idea, but like they're scared to make their own original fiction. So like they get bored of the gimmick of the original fiction and just go crazier, where like it's like an autobiography of their thoughts. It's no longer like fiction at a certain point. Because I feel like that's kind of one of the tensions people run into fiction is they forget there's the hero's journey you have to adhere to. You can't just go into pure.
Well, don't you know, a lot of these people are out here doing subversions of the hero's journey. We don't want hero's journey. We want an overpowered character from the start that never suffers at any point in time.
Yeah, reasonable.
Or we want the hero's complete failure.
Yeah, and like that's the thing. You can subvert the hero's journey, Yeah, if you know kind of what you're doing, but even then, that's still like an arc where like say like okay 3-act structure. Well, we could do a 4-act structure, like that all works. But you still have to at least know you're kind of doing that. Like, and I feel like yeah, a lot of these writers they I don't know they watch like you were talking about like Naruto or something like that,
Yeah.
and they're just like. I like these characters. I'm not going to self-reflect how the creator came up with those characters because that requires thinking, like being vulnerable, and
And I ain't
but-
about that.
Yeah, no,
exactly.
honestly, it really is like that. I mean, we got some people out here that are like, I don't know where to go with my story anymore because my character was so overpowered because I've created the system that I then jailbroke to give my character ultimate power, and I beat the big bad villain at the end of the story in chapter 1, and I don't know what to do anymore. It's like, wow.
Who let me do this? Why was I able to do this?
Yeah, why was I allowed to do
Easily.
this?
I mean, what's crazy is like even if you write yourself into a corner, like even with like an overpowered character, it's like do kind of like isn't like the premise of like One Punch Man is like the main character that's kind of the joke is he's like so overpowered
Yes.
that he's like this.
Well,
Something about
the whole thing with One Punch Man is that specifically the character of One Punch Man, the challenges that he faces is it's supposed to be stuff like he's poor as shit because he's kind of stupid. And what I mean by that is that he doesn't place value on his heroics because he thinks that you should just be a hero and that's it. You should save people, and
Yeah,
when
you
you're done
shouldn't
saving
do it
them,
for money.
you go home. And that's it. Like, you shouldn't get
Yes.
paid afterwards. You shouldn't be celebrated, get medals or anything. You should just save people, fix the problem, then go. And so he's poor, and he's living in an abandoned apartment because he doesn't have enough money to even pay rent, and so he's constantly
No, Sneaky.
cooping.
He's living in an abandoned city in an
I know.
abandoned apartment.
That's how he doesn't have to pay rent. But hey, he still gets water
Yes.
and electricity.
He still gets water and power,
Yeah.
and he just goes to the next city over shopping.
Whenever he has to get shopping, yeah. But like he's constantly like bargain bin hunting, and he's kind of
Yep.
like constantly confused about what's going on and what exactly he needs to do. Like he was a hero for so long that he didn't even know that a hero association existed that would tell him when problems occur so he could go stop them.
Yeah, he was just doing it.
Yeah. So
that's
the story is a more exploration of him struggling with normal life things that he could easily fix, but that's not his perspective. Because he doesn't view heroing as something that has value to it in a monetary sense. He doesn't ever even think of trying to get paid for what he's doing.
See, that's interesting because at least there, that's like a theme, and there's like existential, like psychological things going on, and that's what I feel like is kind of going on with these people that make overpowered characters. Is like they're already in good fiction are characters that are overpowered. Like say for example, like Gandalf and like Lord of the Rings. Like, but the thing is, he works as a character because he's not there all the time because there's something crazier, like out in the world, and he has to go address that. And
Well,
it
he's
ties
also
into-
not the one fighting. He's not the one going through the trials.
right.
And that's where a lot of these authors fail is they want their character to go through the trials, but they also don't want their character to ever have a chance at failing. Because
listen.
Or suffer.
Yeah, or suffer.
Sometimes your fiction just needs to have a test of the Starstone, right? This thing, millions of people attempted to attain godhood. 3 people have succeeded. One of them was so drunk he doesn't remember.
Yeah. Like or even just other things like somebody attains godhood, but then like maybe they have an emotional attachment to a character, kind of like a Superman like type thing. Like there's a lot of things you could still work with in this, but I guess I think that's the fanfic writers, they don't know what their theme is. They just assume if they write, it'll kind of like come to them, it sounds like.
Well, it's not just right and it'll come to them. It's also like they don't want to, because like when you're writing especially when you're writing a self-insert, obviously. When you're writing a character going through tribulations, you have to think about how that would make them feel and how they would, get through those struggles. And especially now if you're writing a self-insert character, not just a character you identify with as the author, you now have to consider how you would feel going through those situations. And a lot of these people are the sort of emotionally... they're the sort of people that I would describe as having the emotional capacity of a thimble. And the mental capacity of a thimble as well. And so when you ask them, how would you feel if this scenario happened to you, they would start freaking the fuck out and they would never write because they don't have the capacity to rationalize themselves as separate from the character in the story representing themselves.
Right. And that's also interesting too, because it's going back to a trend in a lot of these. There's not a conflict, and there's not some kind of obstacle that tests the protagonist, like creates a action response. Yeah, that is interesting. I mean, I guess everybody
you're seeing it now in fiction, in published fiction of like what's the fucking most recent thing that got advertised by Netflix that everyone made fun of, the pro investigator police girl who infiltrates far right discords.
Savant?
And the Savant, where like it, so it's this fucking insane woman's fantasy story of where this woman has cracked the code on how far-right men think, and she uses it to pretend to be a far-right man to infiltrate these Discord groups so she can get everyone arrested by making them leak their private details to her because she's so good at knowing how a far-right man thinks. And that's the newest TV show that's coming out.
So they basically made Black Klansman but woke. That's what I'm getting like from it.
Yeah, the KKK but evil.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
This video has been demonetized. Thank you for watching.
Just fucking with you. It's a quote from one of Asmongold's moderators that got him demodded. Because it was from when what's his face? Like Kanye West. That's what it was. Kanye West showed up in a black KKK uniform, and one of Asmongold's moderators said, "What's he dressed up as the KKK but evil?" Because black uniform.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And Asmon's like, "Look, that's funny as hell, but I can't let you stay a mod having said that."
Yeah.
Listen, it is pretty funny, but we gotta demod you now.
I find it hilarious that the man who cracked how to act as a woman is telling me this. Oh yeah, hey, look, I didn't monetize it, okay? Also, I didn't crack how to act as a woman, okay? I created a character that was based off of my older sister, and I ran everything through how would my older sister react to this to make that character I created build a personality and history and everything. And then, after I did that enough, I now had a character I could run everything through to then use.
Weren't you also being coached by...
That was previously. That was previously.
He had previous coaching.
Yeah. That was back in like 2004 to 2006 when I played a lot of Warcraft 3. And obviously pretty much just autistic guys playing that game. And so there was a lot of roleplay stuff that I enjoyed doing roleplay games of, right? A big roleplay game player. I like playing roles. There's not a lot of women in those. So yeah, my child me ended up getting coached how to pretend to be a woman online so we could stop having... And this was actually, like, you guys... It's not useful the way you guys think it is. It's really useful in the way I needed it to be. I got people to stop fucking fighting and start role-playing. Because every single time I didn't role-play as a girl in these fucking Sausage Fest role-play games that we were doing on Warcraft 3's custom game editor, it always turned into a one-upsmanship Sausage Fest where everyone was trying to have the bigger Goku Super Saiyan moment in their roleplay. And by playing as a girl, I managed to fucking stop all of it and actually make coherent roleplays.
Yeah.
No, I didn't date anyone. No, it was just literally just me being there as a girl made everyone stop trying to have the biggest dick because I told them I didn't like that. Yes, it was that easy.
Yeah.
Yes, men are that easy.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course we are.
True.
So
Sneak
yeah,
Arena, Sneak Ed.
I took those skills, and when I was in WoW, I used those skills
For
panic
Use this
reasons.
power for evil.
No, it was just because I panicked.
I'm sorry, I understand. It doesn't actually say anything, but like the power of Sigmund Freud grows stronger. You panicked and defaulted to pretending to be a woman.
Well, no, because I was like, what's the most not me thing I can possibly do right now? And I was like, oh, my sister.
Like I said, I recognize that there wasn't anything deeper to it, but it's the kind of thing that I'm sure a psychologist would absolutely pick up on and be like,
yeah, I'm sure, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure some psychologists would be like fucking masturbating furiously to that. But yeah, no, I mean it's just like yeah, you know, it was a time. It ran for a while. And then I put an end to it because I got bored of WoW. And, and I never did anything weird with it. I never used it to get into weird situations. I never fucking pretended to fucking date someone online, God forbid. It's just,
I would say that's what the real weirdos do.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you want that sort of shit, you can just go to those RP servers and then make your way down to the Alliance town. What the fuck is it called?
Stormwind?
No, the Alliance starter town.
Yeah, it's it's in the forest.
Goldshire.
Yeah,
Goldshire. Yeah, if you head on down to Goldshire in the RP servers, that's where you'll find the real frickin' freaks. And yeah, very rarely are they women.
Yeah. All like Worgen or like Draenei, and they're like half angel.
You have to download the special RP add-on where they do pregnancy vor roleplay, and yeah.
Please stop reminding me about those people.
Yeah, so yeah, again.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he's very correct about it. Those are the people.
No.
You have to pay 2,000 gold every 30 minutes. Yeah, it was a thing.
The fuck you say?
Yeah, no, it was a whole thing. Like you basically hired an e-whore that usually was a guy pretending to be a girl who was pretending to unbirth you. So yeah, it was a time, with a place and people. Furries? No. Well, so the reason why it was Worgen, so the Worgen were kind of furries. The Worgen could switch between both male and both male and female. No, the Worgen could switch between both furry and human models, so they could pander to a wider audience. But the reason why a majority of Worgen and Draenei and elves were selected was mostly because their dances were more sexual.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. The Draenei dance was literally just a stripper pole dance. Literally, it was a stripper pole dance.
Yeah, 100%.
Not like, oh, it looked like a stripper pole dance. No, it was literally based off of a stripper pole dance.
They were very proud of that.
Yeah, they were. They were very proud of that. Yeah, they kept saying they were gonna have dance studio, but they never put that in. We were lied to, bamboozled. But cool. Order is now being made. Excellent. I love it when that happens. Let's get back to the story and see what else this story can prompt us to completely go off on a tangent of. I'm sure they're going to mention their eyes at some point. Let's see. If she reincarnated into a world like her previous one, where things were normal, sane, and safe to live in, well, I mean, I guess prospectively, yeah, sure. She would probably have grown up to be a normal woman. Not going to say anything. The problem was that she was not in a normal world and was living on a world so far from what she described as normal that she thought it was only natural to grow up as an insane, crazed psychopath. Earthbet of Worm fame was where the reincarnation lottery decided to deposit her soul. And because the laws of cosmic bullshittery were fucking her, the very same day she awoke on this body, sirens cried out, warning the world that an endbringer was coming. Less than a few hours later, Kagoshima. Oh, so she is Asian. Okay, thank God that the Asian character has an Asian last name and are actually fucking Asian, and it's not just, this is my OC, Spydar Poisonblood, who renamed themselves to Spydar Poisonblood, because when people hear Spydar Poisonblood is coming, they're going to think of spiders and get scared. Yes, that was real. Everything I just said was real. That was a real person who did that.
For their role play, right?
I fucking hope so.
No,
I
that was
really fucking hope so.
That can't be.
It was sunk beneath the waves by Leviathan. Her bio parents were dead, and she was left a refugee and an orphan. Wow, imagine telling bio parents. Like, okay.
I hate that term.
That's kind of. Naturally, this knowledge, as well as the stress of surviving in a flooding city during a literal kaiju attack, all immediately after experiencing her own death and being reincarnated, did not lead to a sane and sensible mindset. Well, again, we've covered this. Even without a kaiju attack, if I fucking woke up in Worm, I was like, fuck, A, reincarnation happens, B, I'm in Worm.
It's fucked.
Immediate self-inflicted reroll.
Yeah, might try it. Yeah. No, because as she was bustled around by overworked and stressed out aid workers, eventually being shipped off to Matsuria City, and from there being taken to Tokyo, she was then left with far too much time to think. When food got shorter and shorter, when the available clean water dwindled, when the space in the tents she slept in was more and more cramped with other children, all Syra could do was recede into her mind and think on everything. She saw a woman in a fedora, and though it was not the one she feared, that started her deep-seated terror and apathy with life. Okay. Fortuna.
I mean, Worm.
Yeah, fair. True. I mean, also, it could have been Fortuna, who was just showing up specifically to show you that she's there, causing you to spiral out of control and taking place in a Fortuna plan. So, that's why I don't like Worm as well, is there is too many people running too many precognitive plans of I know what you're planning and you know what I'm planning, you knowing what you're planning. So we're both going to plan plans that know each other's plans that are planning the plans. And it's like, okay, cool. Can we not do this?
I would say, to which my counterpoint is, I want my superpower to be, you cannot be precogged. The end. I'm buying a... You cannot be precogged. I'm purchasing a Barrett.
True. Now I will say the problem that someone did point out with that is that Contessa can precog around you and pinpoint your exact location by just pinpointing what she can precog, unless your version of precog defense also was it baffles?
Befuddles.
I'm trying to think of the word where it like makes the precognitive power think that the blank spot isn't actually a blank spot because it's not even rendering that there is a blank spot.
Oh, you're talking about it's just a complete blind spot. She's not supposed to be able to see a blind spot by figuring out that there is a blind spot with the blind spot perk.
Yes. Right, but I was trying to think of the word specifically that's like where it's like you're generating cover for yourself to prevent the fact that you are a gap in the precognitive ability from even that being noticed. Like it's a word for generating information as cover, and I can't remember it because
that's either baffling or spoofing.
I thought it started with a B.
B?
That I was like baffling or something at first, and I was like, no, there's no way. I could have sworn it was.
Well, okay. No, I mean, baffling is a stealth technique, but
okay,
that
you know what you
do. That has to do with making materials in a very specific
Yes,
way.
that's what my brain was thinking of. It was baffling because basically the way the baffles work is that it makes the plane look like it's not there at all on the radar. Not that there's an absence of something in the radar scan, but that there's nothing there in the radar scan because of how the fucking
nothing to see here. Move it along.
Yeah.
Yes, nothing to see here. Move along.
Which I think is, by the way, fucking insane that you can somehow manipulate radio waves to report back that a bumblebee was flying at, Mach 5.
These are This isn't the bee you're looking for.
Hey, sir, there's nothing on the radar, except for this bumblebee that's going Mach 5.
This Mach 5 bumblebee.
The what?
And that's the day we learned that bumblebees actually can go that fast.
Yes, it's certainly
Sneaky,
not some
the
government
bumblebee,
program.
I am rapidly approaching your location.
the person with bee sting allergy exists. B, I am rapidly approaching your location.
No.
Rapidly approaching.
Anyway, let's see what we got here. Syra did not kid herself into assuming she was important enough as she was for Contessa to pay her a personal visit. But she knew that if she ever made waves, the Lady of Hats would come and kill her or recruit her. There was a chance that as a non-native inhabitant of Earth Bet from a different reality, she wasn't detectable. But Fortuna worked around multiple alternative Earths using Doormaker, Clairvoyant, and there was little doubt in her mind that Contessa could absolutely path her, which meant that there was a high chance her knowledge had already been snatched up by the path to victory. So here's the thing, is again, this is one of those things that kind of makes it really important for you to at least read the Wikipedia page and not rely on fanfiction to tell you the actual canon of a story. Contessa cannot path what she doesn't know. She's capable of pathing pretty much the entire world, because once she generates a profile map of the entire world, so helpfully given to her by all of the various hundreds of shards around the world, that's because they have a shard network, and so her shard goes, hey, give me all the info of your area, and so it does, and they've already, got the biochemical signals and all that fucking sensory bullshit, so that it can already basically take a scan of someone's brain and be like, oh, well, these parts of their brain are active, and that means through Clark Tech magic, we can path out their personality and how they'll react in every situation, because that's what it actually is. It's not fucking magic seeing into the future. It's literally a giant sim tank that is going, we have, path to victory is Lapland's demon. Only mathematicians will understand what I just said. Laplace's demon. My bad. Sorry, it's been a while.
Laplace.
Yeah.
I thought that's where you were going.
Yeah, that is what path to victory is. It knows every past permutation of everything, and so therefore it's capable of predicting the future. And that's how Path to Victory operates. But here's the thing, right, is unless you were born naturally into the world, which in this case you were, but you have an external factor of something that isn't native to the world, you would at first be not mapped. And then because you don't have magical bullshit protecting you from being mapped, you would quickly be mapped after that, after you started doing things and had your personality be known. But yes, at first you wouldn't be mapped.
That only depends. That would only happen if you did something that rose above a certain notice threshold. You know, if you're just living your life, it's not.
Oh yeah, no, she's not gonna fucking come and kill you just because you're from another world, but she would come and kill you if you went and bought a fucking gun and shot, Jack Slash in the head.
Unfortunate.
Now, to be clear, as long as you didn't do anything crazy before then, you can get away with it. Because, unlike some of the other precogs out there, Contessa's precognitiveness is not, how do we say this? It's, without you in it, it cannot predict you.
It's reactive, not proactive.
It's not. Well, it's not just that. It's what Atin said, but it's also what Sign said in that, her precognitive is not a constantly running simulation. She goes to Path to Victory, says, what do I need to do to make X action occur? It goes, okay, so as the current parameters, you need to do this step, this step, this step, this step, and this step to make X action occur. And then she does them. And it happens exactly as it said because it, Laplace's demon. If you are a factor that was not calculated into those steps, you can interrupt the steps. Because you were not initially calculated into them, because it didn't think it needed to, because at the time, it didn't think you would do anything, because at the time, it didn't have a good enough profile on you to do anything with. Specifically, because you're an external factor that has yet to act upon the world.
In other words, you get about one freebie before it goes, okay, we need to do something about that.
Before it starts mapping the shit out of you.
Kill Jack Slash. Maybe
Which, I mean, to be fair, if you're looking for the most direct way to absolutely throw the entire plot off the rails, capping Jack Slash is pretty much the perfect one.
True.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I may die.
And then you die immediately because the rest of the 9 kill you, and then the world ends in 20 years anyway, because Taylor dies at some point because she radicalized herself into insanity, and then they put her down like a dog, and then 10 years later, the world ends because Scion finally killed everyone.
Yeah. I didn't say it was a good idea. I just said
derail it. Yeah, absolutely, 100%, totally. Yeah. If it's a wild build work, though.
Or maybe none of that happens, and who fucking knows?
I was saying, well, I mean, the problem is that the only reason why Taylor ended up on the path she did when she did was specifically because they had been alerted by Dinah, I believe, that the world was actually going to end faster than they previously predicted the world was going to end. And so they're like, well, shit, we have to recruit Taylor now. Her power might be useful. She's really effective, even if her power doesn't end up being useful. So they wanted to recruit her. Because they're like, well, because, again, she was also going to be killed initially because she was just causing problems. But then Panache revealed that she can jailbreak shit. And they're like, oh.
Anacia?
Yeah.
Why'd you call her Panache?
Because I like to make fun of the word because it's French. She had the ability to jailbreak shard connections, and then everyone was like, wait, Taylor has the ability to control things. You can jailbreak shard connections. Hey, combo
well, shit,
time.
let's just put these two together.
Hail Mary combo time.
Yeah. And then it turned out it was more of a Hail Satan.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, she let herself be killed in the end, so, I mean, it was kind of, mixed bag. And yes, killed. She definitely died. No, 100% died. I don't care. Nope, nope, she died.
But no, Sneaky, she woke up.
Nope,
with,
she died.
She woke up in Magic the Gathering land.
No,
She got
of
better.
course, yeah. She woke up in Magic the Gathering, of course. Yeah, she got better.
You know,
Magic
there was
the Gathering.
another Magic. There
Yeah.
was another half decent Magic the Gathering Taylor crossover, and it was posting pretty regularly, and then it just died again. And I'm like,
yeah,
damn
well,
it.
you know why it died again? You know why? Happens every fucking time.
Leviathan?
The Magic the Gathering crowd. Nope, just the Magic the Gathering crowd. Just, they're obnoxious as fuck in every single thread that ever gets an MTG story written in. And so far, Worm has been like 5 for 5 in MTG stories that were good, and then were killed because the author didn't want to deal with the audience anymore.
Fair.
Yeah, it's bad.
That is a good. That is an expected reaction to both Worm fans and Magic the Gathering fans.
Yeah, especially because of Magic the Gathering's controversial Planeswalker change. If you ever even, obviously you're gonna make your character a Planeswalker because that's the only fucking reason you would introduce Magic the Gathering in the first place.
Yes.
By the sheer fact of saying which side of the Planeswalker you're coming down on, you're going to attract a horde of retarded fans who are going to argue with the other retarded fans who are going to defend you. Because of the choice. Because, again, it's a very controversial decision in the Magic the Gathering.
What if you just ignore all of that?
Well, you have to say what kind of Planeswalker you are.
Yeah.
If your character's going to be a... Yeah, no, what kind?
It's a generic Planeswalker.
No, there's
No,
two of them. What kind? There's two. What kind?
There's two?
There's two with
Yes.
wildly different powers.
I'll
They're
put
both
them
called
both together. It'll be fine.
Then
No.
now you'll have both of them attacking you. So congratulations, you united them in harassing you.
Here we go. I'll tell them. I'll use whichever one better. Convince me of which one it is.
And then your thread gets shut down by the mods.
Yeah.
The only winning move is
Convince me
to not
over
play.
the thread.
I'm gonna make a Magic the
Wait, what is it?
Gathering
Let's
flame
play.
thread. Please gather here magically. Anyway. Blah 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 blah. There was a chance. Blah 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 blah. All my knowledge was slurped up by Path of Victory, so we're just gonna fucking ignore that canon.
That's not how any of this works.
Yeah, no. Disregarding Contessa, Cyro is left to live with the absolute knowledge that in 2013, Golden Morning would ruin the world, and that she would be helpless to stop it. Which is what you would say if you didn't read the story, but you didn't read the story, so you are going to say that because you didn't read how the story goes.
The fucking story.
She had
course
meta
not.
knowledge, yes,
Why would
but that
they?
was useless when all she really knew that Jack Slash convinced everyone to convince Scion to destroy everything. So just kill Jack Slash before 2013. That's a
Right.
I feel like that's a really simple solution. I understand it's going to be complex to carry out, but I don't know how I can save the world. All I know is that this character is going to doom the world. It's like, okay, well, fucking kill him.
Kill him.
I mean, it's not like this is not like a baby Hitler philosophical argument here, right? Like, oh, is killing baby Hitler good or bad because baby Hitler hasn't done the Hitler stuff yet? No, at this point in time,
No.
Jack Slash is still fucking Jack Slash and has killed thousands of people.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
this
Like,
isn't a moral dilemma.
Killing this man is doing the world a service.
Oh, jeez, that is something. Damn, that's certainly a relic of an older era. That is I don't even know where to put this. Technology,
up?
I guess.
Oh, you mean that printer?
That printer.
Yeah, I saw
Back
that
when they
printer.
made printers
That
to
was-
work.
Right.
Yeah.
And not sell ink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killing Bonesaw isn't even a moral dilemma?
No,
Ah.
That is deeply a moral dilemma because Bonesaw is a child who was
also
kidnapped by a psychopath.
Yes,
She
yes.
also
However,
has a backup of her brain that is innocent. That she
that's also
plans
true.
to, overwrite herself with.
Yes. Also true. Oh, there it is. Excellent. The pizza's here. Fantastic.
Boy, good for you.
While Sneaky's gone, could you guys fill me in on why is the Magic the Gathering community toxic? Because I believe it, but I just
have you seen blue players?
Okay.
No,
well,
I've
A,
not.
blue players, but B, in this specific instance, it's because you used to have planeswalkers that had, functionally speaking, infinite godlike power.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And at some point they're like, oh, we've made the planeswalkers too powerful. We're going to nerf them.
Yeah, no longer infinite or godlike. It's just power.
Well, it wasn't even infinite or godlike power initially. Look, when you started off as a planeswalker, you started off as a fucking baby level 1 goblin, effectively. And yeah, you could amass power really quickly, and you were super good with all forms of magic, and anything you really tried to learn, you were really good at learning. And yes, okay, a bunch of planeswalkers used their hyper learning ability and basically infinite lifespan to get up to some fucking shit. But the
theory, Urza,
yeah, Jax, Jaden. Yeah,
Corvus Corax.
So they got the Salus Bolus or whatever the fuck his name was. Fuck that guy. So they got up to some shit. They got up to some shit, but they were pretty important in saving the world multiple times from dimensionally invading creatures. And Wizards of the Coast was like, I don't know, for whatever fucking reason, they got suddenly concerned about the lore and how planeswalkers were too powerful in the lore. I don't know why they were concerned about the lore. There's no fucking books out as far as I'm aware. There's no games either.
Oh, no, dude. There's a shitload of books.
Really? Okay, well, that's the first I've ever heard of. I've never seen them.
Yeah. Probably has
oh,
something
no,
to do with
dude, they started writing the books back in the original Magic.
Yeah, this is fucking brand news to me. That's them.
Yeah, no, the first. Hang on, I gotta look up to make sure I don't get it wrong. But the very first one was, it started with Urza. Like Teferi came from the Magic the Gathering books.
Like I knew that like they had some sort of plot going on. I didn't realize they actually had actual published books telling.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, here it is. Okay, the very first book was in 1998, The Brothers' War, and that was followed by Planeswalker, also in 98, Time Streams in 99, Bloodlines in 99, and The Thrawn in 99.
The first book was 94, called Arena.
Sorry.
There are 10 books made before they decided to start numbering them, apparently.
Yeah, those those ones are a little bit weird because sorry, I was talking and I should have been more clear on this if I wasn't. I'm talking about the ones that are part of an actual like ongoing Magic the Gathering plot.
That's not what you said. You said the books started back in X, and
sorry.
These appear to just be random stories that might be connected, might not be connected, because they didn't want to scare people away.
Yeah, and then they decided,
fair.
Fuck that shit in 98, where they said, we're absolutely going to start numbering these.
Back to the Belushi.
But yeah, no, like they started having like a continuous story back in 98, and that ran all the way to 2008.
So basically what happened was, as you're saying, is that in the books, it became really difficult to navigate around how powerful planeswalkers were, so they decided to have a planeswalker cataclysm event.
Pretty much, and then that's when they had the whole sealing the multiverse thing.
Yeah.
I mean, with the way like the card game's been going, or they have like Transformers and like Warhammer 40K and stuff, like I don't see why they care.
Those aren't. No, so to be clear, those aren't canon.
That's fair.
Yes, Black Aragorn is not canon, thankfully.
I'm not even touching that. But they specifically, the commander sets are not real sets. Like if because like for instance, with Warhammer 40,000, the vast majority of those cards are not actually new. Like, don't get me wrong, Swords to Plowshares with a Leman Russ is funny. That's really funny as card art. But Swords to Plowshares is a super old card in terms of how long that particular card has been around, which is different from what happened with, say, the D&D set, because the D&D set was wizards crossing a wizard's property. The Final Fantasy one is really weird because there's a bunch of commander cards, but there are also legal cards. I don't know if they've done anything. I'm pretty sure it's still non-canon, but part of me hopes that it's not, because that'd be funny.
Yeah. Tifa is now Magic the Gathering canon.
Oh no.
I mean, this is a little off topic, but to add to this, like, there's flashes of gold occasionally in Magic the Gathering, like with the Eldrazi or like Phyrexia, where it's like super neat, and then all of a sudden I'll just be like generic, and I'm just I don't know. I wish. I want to see it succeed.
The reason that stuff is so cool, Phyrexia was like all the stuff with Phyrexia. That's all from some of the first books from I should be clear, the first story cycle books from 98.
Oh, interesting. Did not know that.
Now obviously like the cards existed before that, but like there was no real overarching story.
I mean, you kind of had like themes running around with every generation of cards.
Yeah, but like it was not quite all
grand
there.
Narrative, like momentum.
Yeah. But anyway, so basically the planeswalkers went from wizards of, you started off as a level 1 wizard and you made your way up to level 20 wizard.
No, let's be real. It was level 40 wizard. Like,
oh yeah, look, you made your way to level 40 wizard. That's fair. That's true. Yeah.
Because like a planeswalker is so far beyond a wizard.
Yes, but I'm just using this as an equivalency thing because basically the new planeswalkers are peasant class, and they can subclass into wizard every 3 levels. Once.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, so when you're a level 20 peasant, it's like, yeah, you're pretty strong because you're level 20, but you're also a peasant, and you only actually have like 5 wizard levels. And it's like, oh.
So they're garbage.
Yeah, they're fucking dog shit.
Yeah, compared
Obviously,
to the original planeswalkers who were doing way more fun stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, in that case, you pick the one that's pre-nerf and ignore anybody who complains. Problem solved.
Well, yeah, but okay. So, okay, the Final Fantasy set is part of what's called Universes Beyond, which is cool. We're going to bring in other stuff because we like money. The Final Fantasy one was weird because all previous Universe Beyond sets had only been set for Commander, and Final Fantasy has both Commander and Standard cards.
Well, so on Sign's comment of we'll just choose the weaker version. The problem is
choose the stronger version.
You said choose the weaker.
Ignore the weaker one. No, I said choose the one pre-nerf and ignore the other one.
You did not.
Here's the
say
thing.
that.
It doesn't matter whichever way you
No, I
put
said
it.
that.
You're going to piss off one set of
yes, but
man-children.
they both come with their own problems.
And?
Because basically, well, narratively, I'm talking about problems.
Sign. These are Magic the Gathering screaming man-children.
Ignore them.
Yeah, well, you would think that, except every single author so far hasn't been able to. And
They're really good at not letting you do that, buddy.
As King Bait Taker, I don't want to hear just ignore them come out of your mouth.
Yes, that's fair.
Oh, God. Jalapenos. So sweet. So spicy. They make Warhammer players seem normal. Yeah, true, but they can argue more about Warhammer. The problem with Magic the Gathering, especially the Planeswalkers, is both of them bring massive narrative problems to the story. Because if you are a pre-nerf Planeswalker, you're basically doing the hero's journey in, like, the first arc. Like, you're completing the hero's journey in the first arc.
Yeah.
Yeah,
your power scaling is insane. But on the flip side, the post-nerf Planeswalkers, you effectively, if you are in a world that doesn't have magic already, and you are a post-nerf Planeswalker, unless you bullshit out your ass magically being able to figure out how to cast spells, canonically, you can't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you don't get the I'm a sorcerer, I just fucking do it. Just to thing.
Yeah, as a Planeswalker pre-nerf, you had natural awareness of mana. Post-nerf Planeswalkers don't even know how to draw mana from land. They have to be taught.
You're a wizard.
Kind of, yes, kind
That's
of no.
stupid.
It's like wizards on crack. Like,
well, yes, but vastly over.
Yeah,
the manner
it's
of learning.
It's a weird little
sorcerer versus
intersection because, like, anyway, wizards, man.
Yes.
You're no longer special, and you no longer have a special soul, and you don't come back if you die, and planeswalking is actually really hard, and... Well, yeah,
so they took away everything.
Yes. By the way, the reason why planeswalkers scaled up so incredibly hard pre-nerf is because basically they had the souls of gods, effectively.
Yeah.
Because that's what the spark was, is the spark was a creation flame, effectively, that appeared inside your soul, and it's what allowed you to travel through unreality, because you basically made reality real around you. So
it's also why the really powerful planeswalkers
just made their own planes.
Their own planes, right? I'd like to direct you to Sarah.
Yeah.
The person who made all the angels.
Yeah. So. Is what it is.
That's dumb and stupid.
Yeah, I mean, obviously every single argument where it gets brought up goes fucking ballistic between the fans of the old and the fans of the new. Because
tell the fans of the new to shut the fuck up, sit down, and find something else to read if they don't like it.
Oh, well, you see, here's the problem: there isn't anything else to read because they've killed every other story.
Yeah.
Well, then fuck off, or sit here and enjoy it, one or the other.
Yes, because people are so reasonable. And
I would say, sign. They
Right.
choose option 3, continuous reeing.
Yeah, remember that one guy who read every single chapter of your Tanya Star Wars story and complained about it on every single chapter?
Oh, yes, I remember.
Well, just stop reading it. No, it's terrible. I hate it.
I'm gonna complain about it.
I'm gonna keep reading every
If
single
you write
chapter
the story,
and
I
complain
won't.
about
I
it.
won't. Why don't you just write this other story over here? Fuck off! I'm not writing that story.
Why don't you write a completely separate, different story at the same time? No?
Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Hmm.
Jeez.
But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, the Magic the Gathering fandom continues to be single-handedly the most toxic fandom I have ever encountered. And let me tell you, I'm a Dota fan, I'm a Gundam fan, I'm a Battletech fan, I'm a 40K fan, I'm a regular Warhammer fan.
Well,
Shit, I'm a Fire Emblem fan. I almost forgot to leave that batch of salty bastards.
True. He is these things. He is what he says he is, chat.
I'm just imagining like a comic shop where like people are having like a theological debate, and it's like over a Magic the Gathering cards, like flavor text, just based off this description.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, I would say, Sneaky, do you want to tell him, or should I?
Yeah. There's the reason why I stopped going to the card shop in Vermont.
Well, okay. Part of it was because that card shop did not enforce odor rules.
Yeah, true. Here's Atin showing up with all of his fandoms.
Oh my god.
When Atin walks into the room with all of his fandoms.
I am the toxicity boy.
You do not understand. I am the toxic one. But yeah. So yeah, that. Also, they overcharged everything.
Well, I mean that too, but honestly, I could have dealt with that. It was just the fact that they did not enforce any of the odor rules.
Were you there for the poop guy?
No,
Oh,
no,
that
the
sounds
poop guy was the
horrible.
year before me. Remember?
Oh, right, yeah.
Because I was a year
Why-
behind you.
Why do you
Now,
call him the guy?
To be clear, I heard the stories of that man.
Painted Chaos Marines was shit. Because they're Nurgle.
I'm sorry,
That
what?
fucker.
Yeah.
No, okay, so it's worse than you think. He specifically took the standard Nurgle green paint and mixed his own. Now, Sneaky, this is the part where I'm not sure if this was exaggerated or not, so you have to correct me. Was it just regular?
Everywhere.
Was it regular or diuretic feces?
I think it was just bits of his own feces. Like okay. He wasn't.
Because someone told me he's like, I tried to get the shade of green to match, and oh god, I had to like.
That's nothing to do with diarrhea. That's just high iron content. All you have to do is eat some fucking cereal for that to happen. But no, it was speckles. Okay, just to be clear, it was like it wasn't like he was making a 50-50 slurry or something. Like the 4chan green text? Yes. Just like the 4chan green text.
He probably was the 4chan green.
He might have actually been the origin of the 4chan green text.
And did
was.
people
That's
refuse to
awful.
play with him? Because
No,
that sounds
no.
like
The first
something I would
Everyone
hear.
played with
actually
him.
happened to
He
you.
was always down for a game. That's the problem. He
Mm-mm.
didn't tell
No, okay.
anyone. He put shit on his fucking
Yeah.
things.
I would just say that's the important thing. Like, Side, I gotta be clear. He
No
didn't
problem.
tell people, and then when people found out, they were like, "What the hell, man? We're not gonna play
I'm-
with you."
I'm
Oh, it was
sorry.
worse
That's,
than
that's
that
a punch in the
because-
face.
It was worse than that because children were there.
Yeah.
Food
No,
got put
that's-
onto that.
Oh
And
God, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did people
That's the-
discover that he was doing that?
Well, someone asked him
Oh,
what the
yeah. I
paint
think
was,
someone
and
finally
then
asked him his creation process for them, and he
Yes.
started talking about the shit. Yeah.
And then he just put it out there.
Yeah.
yes.
And of
then
course
it was
the question
probably
is, what
like,
happened?
why is everyone so confused? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he's like, oh, why is everyone so mad?
Yeah, he didn't. I'm just
Guys,
playing
I
the
don't
role.
understand.
I'm just playing a Chaos Nurgle Marine. Guys, I'm just playing.
I'm sorry, that gets you punched in the nose until you shit up. Like, get out, leave, do not come back. Do not come back until you have replaced all of these.
No, don't come
don't
back.
come
Period.
back. No, you're
banned.
You
Yeah,
are
no,
forever
If you
banned.
do that, you are
There's no coming
banned.
back from that.
Yeah, because I
That's
also
fair.
I heard
Because-
rumors, unconfirmed rumors of someone using their blood for corn models as well.
Yeah, that would sound.
Okay,
like
now
a
here's the thing. If
someone would do.
someone wanted to use their own blood for a corn model,
No,
and I
that's
want to be, let me finish,
Finish.
and they make sure to put multiple lacquer coats over it, that's fine. Because anything that's in that blood will go away. Things that are in your feces can survive being painted.
Yeah, you have to kill that with alcohol or radiation.
But like any kind, right?
Not even alcohol would do it.
Yeah, but right, to be clear, a blood-borne pathogen is not going to survive whatever the heck is in Great Games Workshop's paint, followed by several vinyl layers,
Drinking
vinyl
Null
clear
oil to
coats.
kill all of the parasites in my blood.
Me drinking vinyl.
But yeah, like
the
that
Null oil
will.
is delicious.
But yeah, like now I'd look at you like you're really, really, really weird, but as long as I could be reasonably certain I'm not going to get a pathogen from it, okay, I'm still not touching your models, but okay. Compared to the Nurgle guy where no, it can in fact survive that, and we know for a fact that you didn't lacquer coat this, and it's you're just a disgusting freak. Like it's one thing to go. It's one thing to go like, oh, I pricked my finger and put some blood in there. Like, you're weird, but okay. It's another to go, I collected my feces to accurately portray these models.
No.
The grandfather gives you gift.
I'm actually a Nurgle
The
cultist
grandfather
in real
gives you,
life.
oh look, a piece of corn.
Pretty sure he got into the full thing of Nurgle and that as well when he.
I never want to hear someone say, "Oh, a piece of corn" when they look through their models ever again. If I have
a piece
to hear
of
that,
corn.
If I ever have to hear that,
Well,
I might actually sue.
Now I'm going. Now, if Nose ever commissions me for another mini, somewhere in there.
You should dust it with Cheeto.
Draw a piece of corn on it.
No, that's for Slanesh.
Hide a piece of corn on it. Nose, hidden somewhere on this model is a small kernel of corn.
Well, you know what? That'd be funny because I know it wasn't in someone's ass.
You don't know
that.
Yeah, I would say
I
Max
trust
has a
Max not to.
Max
I
has
trust
the
Max
dog.
Not to, trust Max not to put something in his ass and then put it in my fucking model.
I just said Max has a dog.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna have to put Atin lower on the list of friends I like, and Sign will never be on that list anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter.
I was gonna say, why would you even say
Wow.
that? The fuck?
Damn.
Yeah, so anyway, we're
Brought
just
that
gonna
on yourself.
distract everyone from this, and we're just gonna, yeah, that.
What?
no distraction is sufficient.
I don't know. Have you looked at it yet? I'd say that's pretty distracting.
I mean,
pH
there.
testing my.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Scar.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. This
Wait.
makes sense.
How are they
Yeah.
still
Girl,
around?
yes, this makes sense.
How are they
She's the
still around?
only female left.
Trap.
Do you mean as a company? Because they're still doing just fine in Japan.
Yeah, they're doing great in Japan.
That's
It's
the
just
EN
the rest of the
version.
world
That's
that they've
Niji
lost the
EN.
money for. It's just the rest of the world
I
that they've
see.
lost.
Yeah.
Speaking of rebooting,
Yeah.
my computer had a slight run-in with a collectible earlier and accidentally rebooted from it falling on it. I think it may have unseated some RAM, so I'm gonna try and fix that real quick.
Oh,
Because
good luck with that.
Well, I have a horrible error that two people here should be able to commiserate here.
Yeah.
My system recognizes I'm supposed to have 32 gigabytes. It says 2 slots are being used.
Yeah.
16 of that has been hardware reserved, and fixing it in MS-config is not going to fix the problem.
Oh dear.
That's a BIOS
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either BIOS or the jolt from earlier unseated the RAM just enough, or if I'm really unlucky, the unseating also killed a slot, which is not good.
Maybe.
That would
Maybe
be
it's another slot.
I'm really hoping it didn't kill the slot. Well, I'm not gonna move any slots until I've reseated the RAM where it is and seeing if that fixes it. If that fixes it, great. I'm good. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be very unhappy because I already had the CPU die on me last week. Had to get that fixed. I want to fix more shit.
They just don't
Tired
make
of fixing
computers like
shit.
they used to.
No, they
No.
don't. I miss the days when you could just chuck a desktop across a room,
Yep.
hit
Yeah.
the wall, and guess
It'd be
what?
fun.
It's still gonna come up, no problem. Unseating, what is that? That's a foreign concept to us. Because
Yeah.
we basically superglued these fucking RAM sticks in. The kind of slots we used. I'm so sick of modern
Large is
tech
true.
being worse than old tech for some reason. It's always fun to be like, you just think it was. I was like, no, I know it was better because that printer's still running 30 years later.
Yeah.
Yup.
I mean, it's like even the printers I have to support at work, where it's like this printer's like 15 years old. It's like the reason why the printer is breaking isn't because of the printer or because of Microsoft. It's because of the people taking care of it aren't.
Yeah.
They're not good at it. Yeah.
Nope.
So
No, not good at it. They're not. Period.
Okay. Right. Of course, it's silly me. I was attributing them far more.
I remember one
credit
time I
than
went for an
should've.
on-site for a printer that had issues with its toner roll, and I pop off the back of the printer and just get a fucking just like explosion of eldritch dust of the past 20 years into my face. And I'm just like, I'm fucking coughing, hacking. And they're like, oh wow, that's a lot of dust. Yeah, we've had this printer for like 15 years in this one fucking corner. And I was just like, have you guys never cleaned this? They're like, what do you mean clean it? You don't have to clean printers.
Yes, you do. Take a can of air to it.
It's really important that you do that.
Yeah,
Well,
so
you
anyway, they
gotta
had
be really
to spend
careful, though,
several
with the
$1,000s
toner.
to replace it.
Of course they did.
Of course
Long
they
story
did,
short.
because they never cleaned it.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna shut down real quick, reseat the RAM sticks, and be back as soon as I can.
Alrighty.
This is bothering me.
Okay.
I've gotten used to operating at 32 gigabytes for the better part of 10 years. I don't like operating at half that.
Well, yeah.
It's painful.
I'd be operating at 64 if NZXT knew how to build a fucking computer with an AIO.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
you know what they did? They orient their stupid fucking block in a way that the tubes block one slot.
Well, I mean, you can just turn it.
Don't.
How idiotic.
No, I can't, Sneaky, because the effort it would take to turn it means I have to trace all of their wire management to figure out where it's being tied up at and undo
Yeah, that's
that.
fair. It's on your back.
They
Yes.
did
Yeah, it's on the back.
credit where it's due. The cable management they did is pretty.
It's just unfortunate that it sucks.
Conversely, as someone who believes cable management should only extend as far as it's not gunking up any fans, stop wasting my time and making my job harder fixing your screw up.
Yeah,
Cables don't block airflow. To block the airflow, you would have to stick so many cables tightly packed.
Thankfully, mine seems to work pretty well.
Just make sure they're not sitting against a fan. That's it. Just make sure the fan blade can't hit the cable. Boom. Done.
I will say, the fan blades on mine are probably fine, but I am very dangerously close with my cable.
As long as you don't hear a buzzing noise because the blades are scraped against it,
Yeah, no,
fine.
I don't. It's just, it's danger close, but cables.
No, danger close as you hear a buzzing noise.
Yeah.
That's danger close.
I was freaking out. I was like, what's going on? Is my fan breaking? Oh, no. And I finally look when it's at a normal angle, it's like standing up. And I finally dip my head in. And I see the fucking tag on one of the fan cables hitting the fan over and over again. I'm like, oh, thank God. It's just the tag and not the fan dying or something. God fucking forbid that happens again to me.
Time to snip, and we're get back in a few minutes.
All right, well, he's gone.
Yes, now that he's gone.
Now that he's gone.
There will be
we can do the stream and.
Yeah, quickly, everyone. We're gonna end the stream and then all disappear. So when he comes,
I mean, it is almost 10 o'clock, so
I don't care. Let's see. It was blah blah blah. No one gives a shit about this stuff. Blah 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 blah. Reasonable course of action is to flee. Wait, reasonable course of action is to flee the city because Taylor lives in it.
No,
that's a reasonable course of action.
Yeah, I'll give it to you, I suppose. Queen of escalation.
Taylor could escalate with a peanut butter sandwich.
They really did call her the Queen of Escalation in this, damn. That's, Taylor Alexandria Killer Hebert was something she had zero interest in doing. Those are words. Even if the girl hadn't lost her best friend yet, going by who she saw present at the barbecue, she knew that sometime Emma Barnes would break, blah, 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 blah.
So why don't you just, stop Emma Barnes from getting attacked?
Well, so she actually did the reasonable thing in this story and went, I don't actually know how this plays out in canon, so I'm not going to interfere, because if I interfere, I might accidentally doom the world by not letting the dominoes fall in the exact way they need to cause Taylor to save the world.
Fair.
Fair.
Which is fair, but also at the same time, I feel like anything you do is going to cause a derailment if you're going to be a tinker in Worm.
Yes, obviously. Unless
I am going to go live in a cave and do nothing.
With a box of scraps, I am Iron Man.
Yes, I am Iron Man.
Tony Stark!
In
a cave with a box of Cheerios. You know how long he spent in that cave for all the mail-away prizes?
Yeah, someone actually did a one-block Minecraft challenge where that one block they had access to was a block of water floating in the air. And apparently it took them 365 days to beat the challenge.
What is the challenge?
The normal skyblock challenge of do everything. Yeah. And like with normal skyblock, you have like the 10 dirt blocks or whatever, and a tree and water and lava, so you can like start harvesting all the materials you need.
Yeah.
Apparently, this guy managed to do it by using only a single water block.
How? I mean, I guess I assume you just jump off.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I mean, I guess you could theoretically just ride that water block all the way to the bottom, grab whatever you want, and then be bored to tears on the way back up.
Skyblock doesn't have a bottom. It has the void.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how he managed it. But there's a video. It's like 3 hours long, showing how he did. So I'm like, oh,
ain't nobody got time for that.
It took him a whole fucking year of playing. So.
No, I mean, I ain't got time to watch a 3-hour video of that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Somebody got time for that.
Someone had time for it. Sky was turning black. Looked around in fear. Used their power only for a flash of light above. A brighter light, sudden pulse. Her head was heating up. Information was dumped into her mind. Suddenly, she knew blacksmithing and guns, revolvers, blah blah blah. Weirdly enough, she also knew how to make bows and arrows. Yeah, that is pretty weird. You don't make a metal bow, but yeah. Stop there.
No, you can.
She learned hundreds of campfire. Well, normal people can't pull back a fucking bow made of metal sign.
What if I made it out of aluminium?
No.
What are modern bows made out of? Aluminum and composite
I know
carbon.
there's the carbon
I would say most of them are made out of like plexiglass, believe it or not.
Yeah, it's plexiglass, carbon fiber, hybrid composite bows. I mean, some of them might have an aluminum sheath inside them, but
I could swear that like either aluminum or titanium sports bows specifically.
Definitely not titanium, because that shit don't bend.
Yeah, it's not titanium. If anything,
it's likely
right. Again, most of them are honestly they're made out of the same stuff as boat hulls, which again largely plexiglass or carbon fiber. And either way, you'll also note that all of those bows, including the ones that are at the Olympics, have a pulley on them.
Yeah.
To help you.
Absolutely. They got a cheater on them. Yes.
Well, yes, because you can't.
Because you can't pull them.
Can't physically. It's very hard to physically. You can do it. It's just very hard.
Yeah. Again, it's one of those things like. Could you eventually get to that point? Yes, you could. Is it going to go well for you? No, not really. Like
I remember at a training camp I went to over the summer. I say training camp. It's more like it kind of was basically a training camp. It was a summer camp that you put kids into. They had the various.
This one time at
sports and playground and the pool and. But anyway, they also had archery. And the bows we used there had a core of aluminum and then the plexiglass laminate around it. And I remember the metal core because, we hit each other with the bows.
Ooh.
Of course you did.
And the aluminum core was pretty sharp. And several people would cut themselves
I
on the
imagine.
bows. Yeah. I mean, like it wasn't like a fully encased core, so it was literally an old composite type bow structure of one layer completely through is aluminum, then on top and bottom of it was the more flexible plexiglass carbony mixture or whatever the fuck that was, right? And it was just a simple bow, composite bow. It wasn't like one of those short bows. It was a long bow. It wasn't like the ones with the curved bits. It was just your normal single curve long bow. But yeah, the aluminum bit stuck out, I guess, as like a defensive sturdiness. So like if you ever drop the bow or hit it against something, instead of like cracking the plexiglass against something, it would hit the aluminum metal edge first.
Yeah.
Because you're giving it to kids. And also because you're giving it to kids, the kids proceeded to hit each other with the metal.
Of course it did.
I was also pretty good at archery. By pretty good, I meant pretty good for a child who has never done archery before. But those are good days. I was like 6. I made fun of a kid at that camp. Called him a weather cow because he always sweated before it rained.
Jesus, Sneaky.
And he was really fat. He was really fat. Like, those kids that you look at and they got like the fucking sausage roll fingers because they're a kid still, but they're really fucking fat. He was that fat.
Sneaky.
I was a fucking kid. No one ever told me that it was bad, so I did it.
No, they told you it was bad. You just ignored it.
No. Very often I was never told anything, and only really ever learned when something was bad by people punching me. And even then, I didn't really understand why it was bad. All I knew is it made people punch me. So like,
yeah, I wonder why the people are punching you.
Yes, child me did in fact wonder that.
I get the feeling they were telling you it was bad and you just ignored it, or they were trying to be
diplomatic,
sensitive in the hopes to lead you to the answer, and that was just going straight over your head because why would you not just explain to the kid it's bad because it would hurt if it happened to them?
All right.
Nothing was ever explained to me. I never got, like, that's the thing though, I didn't get in trouble from the adults for it. That's what I'm saying. Is that I never got pulled away and was told, like, Sneaky, you shouldn't say that to other kids. Like, I never got told that. I never got put in timeout or anything. It's just the other kids would start, like, punching me and chasing me and throwing shit at me, and I'd be like, I don't know what's going on. Because, again, autistic child who has been abused. So I didn't know you're not supposed to call people names.
Raised by wolves. And people have said that about me.
And anyways, reseating the RAM worked perfectly.
Excellent. Good to hear.
But now I have a different issue.
Of course you do.
Oh,
because that's
here
how
we
it works.
go. Yep.
The chat wheel doesn't work on my Steel series.
Uh-huh.
And you know, Sneaky, with the wireless ones.
Yeah.
They're like, we'll install the chat wheel there. So
Yeah.
we'll lock off the ability to change it in our stupid bloatware.
Yes.
My chat mix has been magically unlocked on the software, and I'm able to move it with my mouse, and I don't understand what's happening anymore.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Yeah,
I'm so confused.
What did you do?
I don't know.
He fixed it so hard it unbroke. Or rebroke.
I don't know.
Or
man.
broke so hard it's fixed. I don't know. One of those.
Part of the reason some people will ask me for help with tech is me just going on my way. Suddenly the tech starts working.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that while Sneaky has a gremlin aura, I have something that scares the shit out of it into working properly sometimes. Because at my previous company, sometimes they're like, hey, we're a company full of IT people, but this one weird thing with this laptop isn't working. Hey, Max, could you fix this for us? Like, yeah, sure. Go through it, run the diagnosis. Like, I think I know what's going on. Hit a button, take it. It's like, hey, it's working. Well, what'd you do? I turned the thing back on. What do you mean turn it back on? The computer was telling you it was turned on and wasn't working. I don't know what to tell you. I hit this button after running a diagnostic and it turned on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so then they'd start bringing me some of the weird things that wouldn't work, and magically they'd start working again. It's like, okay, whatever. Honestly, Gray, It's probably unironically something like that if we're looking at black magic, because straight up, I will threaten my attack like I will replace you. No second thoughts. Start working or else. And it usually starts
Holds gun at computer. Tell me your secrets, you sick fuck.
You cannot kill me in any way that matters, human.
So yeah, for the time being, I have a level of control that I've wanted over this stupid chat function because there's no reason to not be able to change it using my mouse or the wheel that's installed. And now the wheel that's installed doesn't work. And suddenly the mouse function works, and I don't understand.
Maybe it's a switch. Wait, I'm sorry. I just read ahead a little bit, and
Oh yeah, have I missed any new squares?
Yeah, they woke up their power. Their power is the ability to be a tinker. What are they a tinker of, you might ask? They're a tinker of Red Dead Redemption 1.
System.
I mean, hey, they get the best version of Deadeye.
I mean, is it a system?
True.
Oh, sorry. Red Dead Redemption 2, because she couldn't make the anti-tank rifle that John Marston used. Yes, my bad.
Okay, so you just make guns.
Oh, she's a tinker of fiction. Oh, okay. She's a tinker of fiction. Could have just said that at any point. No.
No, that'd be hard.
She's a tinker of fiction with a 2-week timer. So, does anyone not aware, tinker of fiction is where, after an exit period of time, their tinker power changes to a new fandom specialization. So, like you start off with Halo, and then after a month, it's now Destiny, and then after a month, it's now Stardew Valley. I really hate it because it's not random at all. You can't trust that the author is like, oh yeah, guys, I totally randomly rolled insert thing here that I'm now especially equipped for.
Well, look, if they start mentioning sevens and say they randomly went to Halo or anything from Bungie, they're fucking lying.
Yeah, that'd be funny. It's like, so the first fandom is Halo. It's like, oh well, there you just solved every problem. Just hi, Leviathan. Say hello to 3 dozen Mac cannons.
True.
In Atmosphere, really?
Yes, in Atmosphere.
Yes, in Atmosphere. We are erasing the mistake that is Brockton Bay.
It's already fucked anyways. All we're doing is making it a little cleaner.
I mean,
all I'm doing is, I guess you could call this Kill Steel blows up Brockton Bay.
No, Sneaky. Kilimanjaro.
No, you save that one for the behemoth fight. So, does this mean I get to fill in the system square then?
Yeah. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, a
Great.
tinker of fiction is basically
Lovely.
a system.
Have we had any first fanfics?
No, this is definitely not their first fanfic, no.
And no canon character descriptions yet.
Yep.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No.
It's not.
We barely even know what she looks like. Good night. But yeah, so the story starts in 2009, so they don't even have the rushing that is required from a normal Tinker of fanfic, which is, typically within the year that Taylor triggers. So they're really gonna go 4 years before canon occurs, and they're like, oh yeah, 4 years before canon occurs, I'm just gonna pretend I'm not gonna influence anything with Tinker of Fiction.
Bullshit.
Sure. I don't know anything about blacksmithing. I've seen some blacksmithing videos and played video games where it occurred. And I hammered a piece of metal one time. But I don't actually know any of it. I'm kind of fudging all of it. There's no way Syra could get her hands on any proper smithing setup without being asked questions she can't answer or oversight she wouldn't be able to make do with. Well, she's also a woman.
Oof.
I mean, I'm just being fair here. Like, she's not only a child, but also female. She doesn't have a decade to do the gym every single day while taking steroids to get the proper physique to hammer a piece of metal to make guns out of.
True.
Like, I mean, sure, if she instead just happened upon several $1 million, she could supplement the fact that she can't swing a hammer. But I don't know. I feel like several $1 million is less likely to happen than just taking steroids at a gym for 10 years. You know? It's just, there's a reason why apprentice blacksmiths were started on doing horseshoes, and it wasn't just because they didn't want to waste resources on swords. It's because they needed to build up the obscene levels of muscle and stamina required and heat tolerance required to forge a fucking piece of metal for hours. Me when I have blacksmithing from games, so I press X 5 times and end up with his Y-hander. True! No, you have to press X 5 times? I just have to punch my fist a couple times. Wow, crafting.
Me hitting everything I have to build with a wrench and just expecting it to level up manually.
What if it did? Actually, you know what?
Build it a
engineering system from TF2. Actually, that would be a decent power. Yeah, so first I have to figure out the machine. But once I do, all I have to do is hit it with a wrench a couple times while holding a bag of materials, and it just upgrades for me.
Just run around a corner. Ha, we've got him now. Turns corner. Level 3 sentry.
Level 3 car.
Locked on.
I told you don't touch that darn thing.
Get a gun. Get a big gun.
If that don't work, use more gun.
So I honestly still think that is the best Meet the character series.
Meet the Spy exists. I am biased.
The Spy is funny only for the ending.
I suppose it's fun. It saddens me that Meet the Heavy is by far objectively the worst.
Yeah.
I fucking love playing Heavy sometimes. People say oh, Heavy's boring. Counterpoint, I am now jumping into your entire team.
Indeed.
Death.
Yata!
I have a medic beam in my ass. Prepare thyself. Thy end is now.
Yeah. Heavy's fun.
Yeah.
You have a good team. Shit.
When you have a good team.
Yeah,
to be fair, with Power just fudging her things, I feel like the way she did it is a reasonable enough way to go about it. Watching Primitive Technology, yeah, he is a good one. If you want to see someone smelt iron prills using mud and clay and charcoal, making a knife out of it, if they can do that, Sierra can fudge her way into smithing a gun. This guy, using completely real techniques through countless decades of effort, hundreds of years of writing it down, and hours upon hours of practice, fucking weeks of gathering the iron. If he can do it, I can bang a wrench against a sheet of metal a couple times and have a gun pop out. Ah, yes. Completely equivalent.
Yes, these two things are very similar.
Yeah, I think we know what gender the author is. Of course, she has to have a source to get black powder, lead, and copper for some cartridges. Well, that won't be quite as hard, not when she probably can get some lead bullet tips and copper casings without a lot of trouble. They didn't use copper casings. How?
He's brass.
To tell me you've never seen a fucking gun actually work in real life. I need
Many
copper
such
for the
cases.
casing. Oh, you know why I think they're getting copper casings? I think it's because of Minecraft mods that let you turn
yes, of
copper
course.
into bullet casings. Oh man, I love Zoomers. I love Zoomers so much. They just have the best education.
I hate Zoomers so much.
True.
Hey, on the
And
bright
yet-
side, this Zoomer prevented us from reading the rest of the Worm fanfics. So
I
we'll
think
call
that's
it
a good
here
place to
tonight,
sit down,
gentlemen.
Missy.
Yeah, we're calling it here tonight, and we'll see you all back on Tuesday. Because there is always more, and it does, somehow, always.